Connecting.
So there is no 5 mins limit right now. I'm not quite sure what that means.
Back up. Alright, guys.
Okay, are you...
I am terribly sorry about that. My computer got a little too hot. I have since fixed the problem, I believe.
Okay, so are you spectating the game right now, or are we...
I'm in loading screen.
Okay.
We're also live.
Hit me up when you are in the game. Sorry about that, guys. You know, the troubles of a computer have happened, and we have witnessed the worst of it. So,
Yeah,
at least things can't get much worse from here on out. You know, that's the upside to this. So.
Yeah, that's like the most apocalyptic situation.
Yeah, exactly. Only uphill from here, guys.
Yes, yes, of course. I have multiple fans on. Room is definitely cooling down. I apologize for that, but
yeah. I think you got to overlay up too, a slight one. Oh, I know that's for the end game. So yeah, that's fine. Yeah, so just tell me when you get on in game and what the timer is for you, because the game is playing out right now.
It's playing.
Yeah.
Okay.
No kills have been gone down, and there is the pause. So.
I'm still in loading screen.
The pause has just been started. I believe it was like a 2-minute pause, maybe a 3-minute. So, yeah, we're just gonna have to wait through that, guys. Sorry for the interruption. You know, the stream will be back up.
All right, I'm in game,
ready to go for the rest of the game.
I'm at 5 minutes 30 seconds.
Has the pause been initiated?
No. Yes, it has been initiated.
Yes. So I do not believe. I'm not sure how long this pause was. We'll just have to wait this one out, guys. A little bit of downtime. But I guess, hey, while we have downtime, we can talk about what has happened in this game. We do not have too much intel on what has happened, but
have you been watching it?
I have not been watching. I was kind of panicked and was trying to fucking, you know. Oops, sorry for the cussing. Did not mean to do that, but I was trying to get the pause to happen. Came in a little bit late, but I mean, as we look at the tab right now, the scoreboard, we see that mid lane is pretty even in CS. Most lanes even CS. Looks like Bloodbath took a slight CS lead again in that lane, and has been able to do quite well.
Yep.
Grog also going for that Chilling Smite instead of the Ranger's Trailblazer or the Challenging Smite, which are both good options on him. Yeah, not quite sure on how long this pause is, but I did tell him 5 minutes. Could be 5 minutes.
Messed up.
Gucci.
We should be good. We should be good.
Yeah, we'll be good. We'll be good for the rest of the tournament, most likely. So, sorry for the inconvenience, guys. We did not plan on any of this. Okay, we're not trying to sabotage this tournament by any means. It's just purely a mistake, and it will be fixed and corrected, and the pause will be resumed. So back into the game for you guys. Team Teddy Bears versus Bronze 5 style. Let's start with the introductions. A bit late here, but on the side of Team Teddy Bears, we have Super Inspired on support, Sibling Fun in the jungle, Alos in the top lane, Ancient King Rise as ADC, and Burning Dreams as the mid lane.
Yep, and on the blue side, we have Bronze 5 style with Humo in the jungle. Who is this? As Vayne, the classic, you know, his classic pick there in the ADC. Favorite. Yeah, the fan favorite as ADC. Bloodbath and Beyond top lane Hecarim. Huffalumps as support and Buttertub in the mid lane. As we go into this game, we actually see a lot of interesting matchups. Just classic 2v2. But, you know, as I was saying in Select, the Fizz pick into this Andy, very good pick because Fizz he's a slippery champion, and even if Fizz decides to go Morellonomicon as a first item, he's nearly uncatchable for a very large portion of the game. Yeah, so...
And it looks like Humu deciding to go with that Warrior enchant again with that Rek'Sai, so feeling the success of it last game and going to try to repeat that if he can. Actually going to miss the Prey Seeker on Scuttle right there, so going to delay that pickup for just a second. And as we actually see an invade come in right here, we see a little scrap right here. Grog is going to be initiated on by Humu, but no knockup will be coming. And there's the fish onto Annie. Ignite is going to be dropped. First blood goes down to Buttertub. He's just going to flash his way out of that.
I'm going to rewind to watch that again. I was watching Rek'Sai.
Check that one out.
Check this out. So Fizz coming in with the ulti. Oh, man, that was pretty easy first blood.
Yeah, really good first blood right there for Bronze 5 style, and definitely looking like some favorites in this tournament right now. Looking quite strong. And yeah, I mean, it looks like Bloodbath having another favorable matchup right there, so pretty strange that Teddy Bears would want to pick into that matchup, but we'll see if they can get out of lane with that Ireland and make it happen in the grouping stage.
Yeah, I mean, the Hecarim versus Ireland matchup goes into Hecarim's favor in the early stages and continues pretty much throughout the game, but besides that, Ireland does provide a lot for the team. Both teams have picked up a lot of power picks, and I mean, the question they have to ask themselves really is, how are they going to get to the Vayne? Because that's been an age-old question.
Yeah, for any teams that have faced the who is this Vayne, that has been the problem that they encountered. And you talked a little bit about that possible Fizz build, going for that Morellonomicon first, which has been so popular in recent times, but actually picking up the Sheen first, so probably going for that Lich Bane early and looking for that extra AP ratio. That
first blood just proves that Buttertub knows what he's doing on this Fizz. He knows his limits, and that he is actually trying to burst out the Annie instead of Annie bursting him. So it's a very smart decision by him, realizing that he has the lane advantage and that he has the kill pressure on this Annie.
Whoa, and we see another kill go down for Buttertub. Wow, I mean, just really putting the pressure on in this mid lane. And Grog is looking for some cleanup, but will he be able to find it? There's the Ireland roam too. Fizz is going to slide right through him. Playful Trick is going to get him over the wall. And Humu is in a very awkward position right now. Body Slam is going to hit. Red buff is applied. Chilling Smite going to give him a small amount of movement speed to get him out.
Yeah, but that's very, very playful Fizz there. Just getting out. Easy, but that may translate. Those two backs may translate into a free dragon right here.
Yeah, and it looks like Teddy Bears want to force the dragon right here. We'll see if they can.
They have
that level 6.
They have the Ireland pressure as well. It's for. Looks like they're just gonna get this one up, but that's absolutely fine, I believe. For
and with no TP on that Ireland, that is gonna be a top turret in return. So the gold slightly more worth in the early game, as the 6% stats will not be giving too much until items are purchased. So pretty good trade right there for Bronze 5 style.
Yeah, I mean, prioritizing that early dragon. They have to get something for what they lost in the mid lane, so that is a good pickup for them. But regardless, this mid lane is not looking good for
not looking too hopeful for Teddy Bears at the moment. And we'll see if Fizz decides to go with CDR boots and even possibly a delayed Morellonomicon because of just how effective CDR is on that champion with the mobility that it gives him.
Yeah, I mean, you even saw from last game the Ari build order went from the Luden's Echo into a third item Morellonomicon, so it's never too late for the Morellonomicon build.
Yeah.
It may be more effective to get that Lich Bane early, just for the burst pressure against this Annie.
Not quite sure if this was a misclick, but we actually have 2 points in Fizz's Q right now, rather than maxing the W second, so a little bit inefficient use of points right there, but still going to be winning that lane.
Yeah, it maybe just be preference, a skill order preference.
Yeah.
For him, I definitely myself prefer the W Max. Second,
Yeah.
Hecarim sitting at the Raptor pit looking for a gank right here. Fizz putting so much pressure down, but Gragas right around the corner.
Gonna walk up. Oh, and he's gonna completely miss his ultimate, and he's not deciding to drop the Tibbers yet. And that will be a negligible trade.
Yeah, not much gain, not much lost.
Yeah.
Yep. But once again, though, in this bot lane, 100 CS to 95. Jinx keeping very close in the background, but still, Vayne is up in CS.
Yeah.
That is not something you really want, but it's not their choice. Who is this? A very dominant laner.
Very
as we've seen in the past.
Great CSer, too, as we've been able to see from last game, so definitely coming through for his team right now. But Teddy Bear's not too worried to be going 0-0 with the Jinx. Jinx obviously a very good late game champion, so I'll be happy to take that one out of lane and get that into team fights.
Yep, you see the Irola top lane just taking out the Krugs. No more top tower because of that previous roam down for Dragon. So Hecarim's exerting full lane pressure, getting up in CS because of that. What's interesting to see, though, is another Warrior Rek'Sai build, allowing him to be up in CS as well. We saw from last game, though, he went Warriors into multiple tank items, so I guess it's the same kind of reasoning that you would have for a Lee Sin.
Just trying to get that early pressure down and really focus on the map, but he is going to be spotted by a ward here. He's going to get out of there. He knows the threat potential with that Tremor Sense, so not too much of a risk for him.
Yep, definitely not. Yeah, Fizz and Vayne sitting on a lot of gold right now. When they back, they're going to have a ton of gold. And actually on the other side as well, Jinx sitting in nearly 2,500 gold. She's going to pick up... She's probably going to pick up Infinity Edge as soon as she backs.
Oh, wow. And actually, yeah, looking at this Fizz, so it is an intentional Q max second. So probably looking for that lower cooldown maybe, increasing the mobility of Fizz with just ability points. So pretty strange decision, but working out nonetheless right here. And he's going to find Gragas in his jungle. Fish is going to be dropped. There's the Playful Trickster. And the Gragas barrel not going to be doing much. Is Irola actually going to Q out of the ultimate right there. Pretty clean, pretty clean.
Yeah, pretty smart. I like that use of the Playful Trickster. I guess you could just say a misplay by Gragas. That ultimate completely missed him, but regardless, Fizz being Fizz, he's going to pick up... well, he didn't back yet, but he has a lot of gold.
Quite a bit of gold he's sitting on right now. 2K to be exact, and that probably will be a finish Lichbane and possibly some boots if he has the gold.
Yeah,
that one.
Interesting enough, I don't see the Infinity Edge for Jinx. I guess she didn't have enough gold, but and the Zerker Greaves are very cost effective, so she'll get those. She's gonna go get the Gromp with Janna, keeping up in CS. So what's really gonna shine is how effective Annie uses Flash, because Jinx is a very reactive champion. She cannot initiate fights. So with Gragas and Annie, if they are capable of getting the backline pushed a little closer, then Jinx will just have a heyday all over them.
And also, I mean, with the dragon spawning in 30 seconds, this is going to be a pretty interesting predicament that Team Teddy Bear is in right here. Bork just finished on this Vayne, and with no Infinity Edge on that Jinx, it's going to be quite hard for them to try and contest that dragon, with Fizz also having a Lich Bane picked up, so quite the power spike for Bronze 5 style in this next dragon engagement, if they do choose to try and contest it.
Yep, definitely. Fizz got his Lich Bane now. The only bad thing I can say about Lich Bane first is that when you E, your back wave doesn't die. So it's kind of, you know how Ahri, when she has Morel first, she can't do that.
She can wave clear very effectively. Yeah,
she can wave clear effectively, but not as effectively as with a decap or a Luna's Echo.
Oh yeah.
So it's still a great item for single target burst, but for wave clear it does not provide that much. You see in top lane there's a little scrap going down. Irla is a level up, and she's doing a ton of damage.
A lot of damage onto this Hecarim. He does have ultimate though, and that will be the dragon. It's very smart of Teddy Bear not to try and engage that with the power spikes on the side of Bronze 5 style.
Rek'Sai just wandering around bot side jungle, just looking possibly to die, but no, his bot lane is not there to help him out. Looks like Buttertub and Rek'Sai looking for a tag team
dive in the mid lane right here, and Fizz with that with that E, he can actually de-aggro this turret very nicely. So it's like they won't decide to go for it. Gragas in the area. So.
Yeah, very close. He's very close. He could turn that around quite easily, but I mean, with that dragon going down, it's just extending the gold lead that Bronze 5 style has got from laning phase. I mean, not specifically from laning phase. You know, the Fizz got plenty of kills in. Oh, looks like he just missed fish, but that's all right.
And actually, an interesting thing. So, if you actually were to look at the red side vision right now and check out that pink ward over by the blue buff, they can't see those two wards. So, Grog is completely oblivious to him being spotted in that bottom side jungle.
Do you get my pings? Do you see
Wait, okay. Ping mid lane? I do not, so cannot see those.
Sad face. Very sad face. Yeah.
Oh, and as we see a jump onto this top lane, trying to get this Irla down, there's going to be a knock-up coming through. Going to get slowed. She's going to Q out,
and
flash the Hecarim ulti, and Triforce movement speed will get her out of there right there.
Yeah, very, very smart play by Irla. Still unfortunate she has to burn her flash. She won't have that for the next engagement, but if you look at the gold charts, now Vayne is sitting on 2,300 gold. We'll see what she picks up. It might be another Last Whisper. This may be a situation that happened last game.
We'll see if she decides for that Last Whisper again, because definitely not the most cost-effective item in a given situation, especially the situation she is in at the moment. And there we see Jinx. Nautilus gonna miss the hook. So
yeah, they definitely smart to stay away from that fight. They saw the Gragas and the Annie roaming down already, but looks like.
Oh, and there's the fish gonna land on the Gragas. Actually, not gonna decide to go for that. Annie gonna try to turn it around. There's the Jinx ulti gonna be really cleanly body blocked.
Yeah.
By Hecarim right there.
Yeah, very smart by Hecarim to just body block that. Regardless, or else Fizz would have been taken out very easily. But that 5K gold lead showing up right now. Fizz. Yeah. We'll see what he goes for a second item, but I'm just really interested in this. Yep, and that's the Last Whisper.
There is another Last Whisper pick. Not quite sure.
She sold it. She sold it. Okay, that's a little more cost-effective buy.
Yeah, that's definitely a better buy right there. You can tell her.
Yeah, and they're just
us with that Last Whisper pickup. They're not going to decide to go through, but I mean, with those back speed up, that's going to be a free mid turret for Teddy Bear. Nice little trade that they can get.
Yeah, definitely a worth trade. They need those towers. That was their first tower of the game. With all three of their outer towers going down, it's obvious that they lost laning phase, but they're leaving laning phase now, and we'll see what they can do with what they have now. Dragon isn't up soon, but there's a little. Oh, looks like Rek'Sai going top lane. Jinx
a little scrap in the top lane. Red buff is going to be ticking on that Irla, so a slight slow to help her stay, but she's going to get out of that fine. And the thing about Teddy Bear's comp is that Jinx always has potential to come back. I mean, with such a strong late game hyper carry in the ADC role, the game is nearly never over. So, Teddy Bear is not too worried about this 4K gold deficit. They just have to really do what they can and hold what they can, in all honesty. Just hold these turrets as long as possible.
Yeah, Jinx potency as an AD carry is a little bit overshadowed by the Vayne right now, because she is sitting at 10 per minute farm.
Oh, and
she is she has an Avarice Blade now. Going to be getting a lot of extra farm. It's a bit late of an Avarice Blade, but it's still going to give you that gold.
Yeah.
As the bot lane rotates to the top to get this tier 2, looks like a very smart move because there's nothing that Teddy Bear can do to retaliate with the hook going down on it.
The hook on the Irla, but the stun auto not going to hit. Nautilus forced to flash out there, and yeah, just a really intelligent 4-1 split push here from the side of Bronze 5 style, knowing that they have that Hecarim TP and willing to get that top third. So a really free trade for them, and with Dragon up in 40 seconds, it seems nearly uncontestable for Teddy Bear.
Yeah, it looks like it's about time for them to set up for this Dragon. Teddy Bear does have the advantage ward-wise, but we'll see if they decide to fight there. It doesn't... I mean, Fizz, he hasn't picked anything up meaningful in this last back.
Wow, and he actually did go for Sork Boots instead of CDR, so going for nearly no CDR with that build on Fizz. So E is going to be quite a decision he has to make when he decides to use that E, because it will not be up for a long time. And yeah, I mean, with this flash on Annie, there is some potential for Teddy Bear to do that right there. And who is this going to get completely caught out? He's going to flash out of it right there. Irla flank right onto him, and his positioning is going to be capitalized without that rocket to save him. Here comes Annie from the side. There's the flash. Tibbers is going to go onto Fizz, getting quite weak. Ignite is going to take him out. And with this Hecarim not being focused, he's just going to get 3 damage.
Just phenomenal positioning by every other team member of Bronze 5 style. Exactly what happened to Vayne is what happened to Jinx. She got dived on. And the reason Vayne died was because of a huge misposition. She did not have that bush warded. That was
very, very sloppy to face check that bush, as we see Hecarim flash the champion mastery.
Yep, definitely showing that off, but it kind of goes to show that this is why Bronze 5 style keeps picking this Hecarim. It's to get to that backline, and with Rek'Sai and Hecarim in that backline, there's no getting away. There's no getting away from that, especially if Nautilus can get that ultimate, like you were saying in Champ Select, onto the Jinx. She's very vulnerable to that. You can't QSS it. It doesn't. You can't do that. So
and as we were talking about, so Last Whisper is completed for Who Is This, and if we look at the side of Teddy Bear, we have like a Warden's Mail and 2 cloth armors. 2 cloth armors.
There's a reason, man. There's a reason somewhere.
There's got to be a reason, but I just don't see it at the moment. You know, definitely playing pretty well. I'll give him that. But
but with with Teddy Bear going to that bot tower, they're gonna Bronze 5 style are gonna instantly respawn with this.
And is Jinx Rocky gonna kill him? Is it enough? Oh my gosh! And he lives with about 10 HP. There's the Irla ulti. Not gonna be enough. Vayne going melee range on that Irla.
Wow, the flash
E. And that will be a dead Irla, as that extends the goal lead to 7K now.
That's just very unfortunate math by Teddy Bears. It's a smart decision keeping the Jinx bot. She's going to take this tier 2 for free, but she might die at the cost of it. Hecarim doing huge damage right now, but Janna is definitely going to be able to save her.
Yeah.
They just barely keep the 12 HP. Somebody's got to go whisper. Got to go lick it.
And we see the distortion boots picked up on Annie, so looking for those flashes. Not been the most successful one so far this game. Pretty unconvincing to say the least. But I mean, you know, if there's definitely some comeback potential here for Teddy Bears. As bleak as it does look for them currently, you know, Jinx always able to come back. I mean, you get one team fight, she gets a triple or maybe even a double kill, and the snowball begins. So it's really up to Bronze 5 style to end this one out methodically. And with this Baron buff, looks like they're going to want to siege this mid lane.
Yeah, definitely going to push this up as 5, or as 4, I'm sorry, and keep the Hecarim bot. Great 4-1 as well. Going to take all these outer turrets, these tier 2s for free, or tier 1s for free, and just keep picking up that gold. They are nearly 10k gold up. I'll just say 9,000, just to be correct about that, but They're up in towers. They're up in kills. They're up in gold. They are going to take an
hook
easy
onto
team fight.
Janna. A lot of damage going to come down to her. Nalazov drop on Annie, and Jinx staying relatively free in this team fight, and that's the potential that Teddy Bear has. If this Jinx isn't focused, I mean, the damage is gonna be real. And with most likely a Phantom Dancer to be picked up on this back, it's gonna continue to increase as this game goes on, and it's actually gonna be another last whisper second. I don't know, guys. I don't know.
And is this the
future?
I wish I
huge.
Could
analyze this, but
engage in the bot lane.
In the bot lane, yeah. And there's the Jinx ulti, nearly gonna kill that Nautilus. And, yeah, as I was saying, I mean, I wish I could analyze this last whisper pickup for you guys, but I'm completely blank on it. As we see Irled getting fished, gonna be taken out.
He dies before the
Janna
fish
popping
comes.
coin right there.
Wow!
One no way, and that's gonna be it. Can Jinx continue to clean this up? She does have flash, also has heal. Annie also has flash, but not going to be able to find what they want.
Just a very interesting randomization, I will say. But Jinx, she's actually playing very smart and like a Jinx should, you know, very in the back line, let her teammates tank up all the damage and let her be do her role and deal all the damage. So I guess that would justify the last whisper pickup. For that team fight right there, but you know, if that team fight didn't happen, then is it worth it? You know?
Yeah, I mean, you know, it does increase auto damage, but a BF sword would actually do more damage than the last whisper. I mean, you know, in most situations, given that the only armor when the item was picked up for Vayne was a cloth armor and a Warden's Mail, but it's working out for both these teams so far, and as we look at the itemization, actually, there's no Righteous Glory on the side of Teddy Bear, and Grog is very effective with that item, so a little bit sad that he's not picking that one up, but just looking for the more defensive stats.
Yeah, I think this is the first game I've also seen this, Who Is This on Vayne not have 10 kills at this time.
What was that? Was that a canceled ultimate on Rek'Sai? He's actually gonna die for that, and or is he? Are they gonna decide to dive this? Janna gonna tank that turret? She doesn't have coin. They already used it, and there's the exhaust. He is gonna go down for that as Jinx ulti misses. They were trying to get that over to her, but that will most likely also be a top lane turret, but a bottom lane turret actually in response for Bronze 5 style.
Yeah, definitely a lot of pressure going on in these side waves here. The 5v5 fights have been very close, so I guess both teams respecting each other's ability to team fight, but they're not respecting each other's ability to take these towers.
Oh wow, wow. All in on Jinx right there, not going to be enough with the damage, and Irola taking the turret. Can Jinx clean this up? Dragon is picked up for Bronze 5 style, and Irola gonna get that stun. Jinx gets the reset. Red buff is up, so gonna finish off that kill, and this Jinx is 2-1 now with a lot of CS, so this game looking more and more winnable as time goes on for Teddy Bear. Really intelligent play to get them back in this game.
Yeah, definitely a lot of intelligent plays coming from Teddy Bears, showing us why they actually made it to quarter or semifinals in the first place. Bronze 5 style kind of faltering a little bit. They had a very large advantage, and now it's shimmering. It's going a little bit down, about 6K, but they're up in dragons, they're up in towers. It's all about. I'm saying the win condition here is 5th dragon for Bronze 5 style. The team fight. Their team fights are 50-50 right now. It could go either way depending on whose ADC is keeping.
Who doesn't die basically. If this Jinx stays alive, it's nearly an inevitable win for Teddy Bear, given the recent execution of these team fights. And you know, with this next dragon coming up in not sure quite how long, but when that does decide to come up, you know, we'll see if they decide to fight for it. Baron actually up here in 40 seconds, so it looks like Teddy Bear looking to cheese him with that pink bush. The Hecarim just going to safely ward that and find them out.
Yeah, definitely. They're trying to pull some cheese right here, definitely, but I don't think Teddy Bear's going to fall for that anytime soon. But Baron up in 20 seconds. That's going to be an objective both teams are looking at 100%.
Yeah. And we actually see a Medjai's, a very late Medjai's picked up for that Janna, so I'm going to try to get that stacking. Only 2 deaths on her, so pretty effective if she can get that one going. Zanya second for Fizz, and there's that third item, Morellonomicon, that was been pretty popular today.
Yeah, as I was expecting, Morellonomicon, he needs to have his E up as soon as possible, so that does make it at a 6-second cooldown right now. No other CDR, though. I believe he has only 20%, but looks like...
Oh, and there's the flash stun from Annie. Gonna try to hit it, but it's gonna miss. And there's the TP from Hecarim. That's gonna give Team Bronze 5 style a go-ahead to start that Baron up. And there's a Hecarim ulti gonna try to get on this Jinx, but immediate peel off. There's the ultimate on the Janna. Doesn't get the knock-up on Jinx. Jinx getting a lot of free auto attacks in this team fight. And there's the first kill. The resets will begin. Oh my god, Vayne walking up and mispositioning will be capitalized on. Jinx getting some autos onto Vayne, and that's the win condition we were talking about. Ulti is going to miss from Jinx, but that will most certainly be a Baron, and a pretty hard game for Bronze 5 style to come back after that team fight's not going how they want them to. Hecarim will be taken out eventually by that Irla.
Yeah, the tankiness coming from the Gragas is almost overwhelming Bronze 5 style. They don't have much to deal with the Janna disengage, really. They have a ton of engage, but you've seen multiple times this Hecarim try to go all in on this Jinx, and he's instantly stopped by the Janna disengage. Her ulti...
Need pause. Okay, so it looks like we're going to have a slight pause here. Not quite sure on this one, but we'll get right back into that game here in a second, guys. But yeah, I mean, this Jinx, looks like she's probably going to be going for that BT next, and you know, with the execution of these team fights and how we've seen them go about so far, it really makes you wonder, you know, how can Bronze 5 style come back? I mean, Warrior Rek'Sai does lack a lot of dive potential, so not much of a backline threat against that Jinx. And looks like Jinx was lagging right there, I believe, so he's going to try to get her reconnected.
Jinx was lagging. She got all those kills while she's lagging. That's pretty interesting.
Pretty impressive.
Yeah, pretty impressive. But it's interesting how these team fights are going out, because they really could swing either way at the knife's edge. Really, it's just very close. But I feel like they need for Bronze 5 style to start winning team fights again. They need to change their engage. Don't let the Hecarim just go full dive. I think they need to melt the front line and peel for the Vayne. And
also, I mean, I think another option that Bronze 5 style has here, and it looks like we're going to resume, but I think another option is if you look at these Hecarim TP engages that we've seen so far about this throughout this game, right? They've been very binary, very one-dimensional. He's always been engaging from the front. There's not been very many flanks, and the key on this Hecarim is to get deep wards, and to, when you home guard teleport, you need to get a flank, and if they can eventually make that happen onto the Jinx, and she immediately goes down in a fight, that could be nearly an instant win for Bronze 5 style. So a lot relying on this Hecarim in these fights. And as you said, too, I mean, another way that they could maybe try to take these fights is to stop the dive, bring your tanks back a little bit, and try to peel this Vayne, who's, you know, 300 CS right now, and has her 3 core items and a BF on top of it, so she's dealing a pretty good amount of damage. And
yeah, she has QSS as well now. Pairing up with the cleanse, so there's not going to be much that's really going to stop the Vayne CC wise, but
Nautilus actually getting caught out right here. The slow's going to hit. Gragas Barrel is going to miss. Gragas Barrel slow is not going to apply, but there's the stun from Annie, and that will be another kill right onto the Jinx. And Fizz, not quite sure what he's doing there. The CDR should get him out, though.
Yeah, he'll definitely be safe.
Well, Irla does have Triforce. Quite a bit of movement speed on her. Yeah, so that will be a dead Fizz. Unfortunate, to say the least, for Bronze 5 style. We'll see what they decide to do with that kill. Maybe put some pressure mid.
Yeah, just an interesting positioning.
Yeah, and I mean, with the way that this game's, it was a 8K gold or a 9K gold lead at one point in this game, and now only at a 2K deficit, so Teddy Bear looking pretty happy about this one.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, a lot of the gold that was accumulating for Bronze 5 star was in towers, and, you know, they just took the towers even. Teddy Bears just took the towers even, and now look, they are completely even in gold. And they're definitely going to be going for this dragon in 30 seconds.
And I mean, there's been a serious lack of righteous glories from both these sides, as we actually see an early sorcery potion bought by Gragas. Really interesting decision there, but I mean, you would think with this Nautilus, maybe pick up a righteous glory, and it gives you a little bit more of an engage option onto that Bane, but deciding to go for that Frozen Heart too. Really playing into the narrative of peeling, but when fights come, the execution seems to be like diving, a little bit of an identity crisis almost. As we see the dragon dance begin. Fizz looking for the flank.
If Fizz can get a fish on this Jinx. Oh my.
There's the flash knockup on the Jinx. She is going to flash to reposition. Fish is going to go down on Janna. Fizz going into the back.
Oh my.
Will it be enough? There is the backline execution, and Vayne is going to stay alive.
There we go.
Fight's going melee range once again, and looks like she is going to stay alive and clean this one up.
Who is he? Who is this? Always coming through with the clutch plays in the end of the team fights. It looks like 40-second death timers. They may be able to end this game with the bot wave that they have pushing up against that inhib tower.
Quite a big bot wave. We'll see if they decide to try and end it. We have 20 seconds on Jinx and Janna, 23 on Annie, so possibly could coming up. Gragas is here to defend. Does he have Cask?
Yeah, it looks like they're just going to take the inhib and back out.
They're just going to go for that dragon. And with this dragon, it's going to set up the 5th dragon timing at about 30 or 42 minutes. So
it looks like they're nearly going to lose an inhib tower, though, with that super minions.
Will it go down 200 HP? It looks like it will not. Fizz there to handle that, so pretty free trade right there, and that shows you. I mean, team fights, it's either you dive this Jinx and kill her, or you don't and you lose the game. So he's gonna go in. Will it be enough? Vayne taking a lot of damage. Irla gonna clean that up, and we'll see what they can respond with. Can they end the game here? Actually, the pings are going on to the Nexus turret. Super minions walking down mid lane right now.
I don't think they have enough to end the game here, but that is a 4th dragon for Bronze 5 style. They're getting closer and closer to that 5th dragon, and that is a very possible win condition for them.
Oh, and looks like the call is going to be top lane, actually, so probably going to try to go for that 2 inhib lead. They most likely will be able to get it. Looks like they're just going to tank the turret. Great decision. Jinx does a lot of damage to those turrets. So.
Yeah, and they got the Janna shields and everything. A little bit late on finishing up that turret, but they're going to take this inhib for free. They may be looking for a fight, but they have a great disengage. Oh my goodness, what is that?
There's the Jinx positioning. What is she doing? Completely off from the team. It looks like everybody's going to flash the Saber, but it won't be enough. And looks like, they're going actually a bit too deep here. Irla doing a lot of damage.
Yeah, there's no Bane now. Oh, she just entered the fight. She may be able to turn this around.
Irla QSS going to stop the stun. Rek'Sai with the knock-up. And actually turning this fight around. Vayne getting very low. There's the exhaust. And with a double kill, can they end the game off that? You're like gonna flash for the cleanup. Rek'Sai with another tunnel, just trolling. Now Hecarim with the
my goodness, with very little HP
against super minions actually. So
that definitely didn't work out. But I guess it did stop them from trying to end this game.
And I mean, I think a little bit of a choke right there from Teddy Bear. They didn't have to back with the super minions flooding in, but they ended up doing it, and it works out regardless with 2 inhibs down now and Baron up in 1 minute. So this next Baron fight going to be pretty decisive for the outcome of this game. We'll see what happens.
Yeah, definitely that Baron fight into that 5th dragon. Whoever gets those 2 objectives is going to be the victor of this game, most likely. Because both ADCs are in their power troughs.
Yeah.
This is as high as it's getting, folks.
As high as the damage is going to be in this game. All core items completed for both ADCs, so team fights are down to just pure execution at this point with really an 100 gold lead at 40 minutes into this game, so about as close as it can get. And Nautilus does have his flash there, so not going to get caught out.
Yeah, definitely not. But this Baron up in 5 seconds, there is going to be a fight going down, everybody.
There is also super minions in the bot wave, so high pressure for both these teams right here with all the inhibs down. Looks like Teddy Bear is not going to just immediately start it. Going to go and clear that mid wave, put the pressure down a little bit. And with the bot wave accruing right now, we'll see how they decide to deal with it. That is 2 super minions in the base of Teddy Bear. And there's the Janna coin pop. They're just going to go right for this inhib, then probably pull it back to the Baron.
Yeah, most likely. Jinx doing tons of damage. Heckroom going in.
The ultimate from Heckroom going right onto the Jinx, but not finding what they want. And a huge flank actually around the backline. Fizz going to hit that amazing ultimate right onto Jinx.
Oh, wow.
Free positioning in this fight. Melee range once again seems to be quite the problem for Who Is This, and he's going to go down because of it, but the team fight is actually...
Makes it a 1 trade. They also lose Nexus Towers. Teddy Bear's losing that fight, actually, but...
Yeah, both teams actually losing Nexus turrets there, too, and with all that commitment, actually, they're going to have to go back and clear that at some point. There's super minions flooding in.
Yeah, that is double inhibs down.
Heckroom going quite deep. There's a stun for Mirla. Ulti going to come down, but she's doing negligible damage at this point in the game.
And she's doing enough to nearly take out this Heckroom, but he's got a ton of move speed. He'll make it out very easily, but these fights are getting closer and closer. Who knows who's going to pick this up?
Yeah, this game is sitting on a knife's edge at this point. I mean, really one bad decision from either team could end this right out. So, and with Dragon coming up in a minute 30, you know, that's a big moment for Bronze 5 Life. We'll see if they try to stall until then, or maybe even force this Baron.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, Dragon is up in a minute. This is the prime time. This is what Riot set up for teams to get the advantages that they need to end the game. So who is this? You know, he's got to tighten up his positioning.
Yeah, he needs to stop going melee range. I mean, it's nearly been every fight he's been melee range at some point in both of the games that we've seen him. So probably wants to stay a little bit safer, try to use that attack move, stay max range, and I mean, we'll see when this Guardian Angel gets completed from Jinx. She is backing right now with 2,000 gold. So there's the Guardian Angel completed on the side of Teddy Bears. And Guardian Angel, of course, is a stronger 5th item, I guess you could say, than the QSS would be. So
yes,
probably going to be a pretty big swing in power because of that. And as you can see from the positioning right here, it looks like Teddy Bear do not want to give this Dragon up, so this could open up an opportunity for Bronze 5 Life to maybe go for this Baron. We'll see what the decision is. Yeah, it looks like they're just going to start that Baron up right now. Irla still bought.
Yeah, it looks like Teddy Bears, they don't know what to do. It doesn't look like they only have 1 ward on Baron. They know that they're doing it, and they're going to trade for Dragon. I don't know if that's a worthy trade, though.
We'll see if they'll decide to walk to Baron. No, they will not. So that will be a Baron for Dragon trade. Teddy Bear looking pretty nervous right there. A little stiff with that shot calling, but, you know, as all these inhibs come up, it looks like we're going to go into another stalemate nearly. It's both teams showing a lot of respect. And,
yeah, definitely a lot of respect. I would love to see this Vayne, though, with... she doesn't have much gold, but if she would swap out that static shiv with a Phantom Dancer, she would have a lot more DPS coming to these fights, which I know that she wants. It's just interesting to me how she gets herself into these predicaments so close to champions. But her auto attacks, she has a good amount of AD. Auto attacks going up to 1,000 now, but with her ultimate up, most likely 1,500 and up.
And it looks like Teddy Bear getting a bit desperate here, trying to go for the Fnatic brush as the push comes in from Bronze 5 Life. Looks like they're going to queue up the back, so the push will not be bought. So that tragedy nearly avoided.
Yeah, very smart. If that were like... Yeah, that only works one time. Teams learn from that. I definitely think so.
And is that a 16 stack Medjai's on Janna right now?
It is.
Or is that a 6 stack? I cannot quite
16 stacks.
16 stacks on that Janna. So the snowballing definitely in the favor of Teddy Bear. And I mean, we'll see if Bronze 5 Life can end this game. With the Guardian Angel completed on Jinx, this next fight is going to be quite strong for them. And you can see the hesitancy on the side of Bronze 5. I mean, they don't want to just force the issue right here. There's really no clean way to take these fights.
Yeah, definitely
in such
not.
a binary way. So
they're gonna want to stay together though. They're gonna want to be pushing up this bot wave to get that free inhibitor because there's nothing else that they have open to them. Teddy Bears do have the advantage. This next team fight will decide who is going to end this game. We'll just see who has the better positioning in the end.
Yeah, and as his wave comes up, looks like it's going to be the pressure on the bot side inhib for the side of Bronze 5. And it's going to be very interesting to see who engages and how they do it, with the engage options for both teams being quite interesting. Flanking usually being the best option. So here we see this is the head-on engage that I was talking about. Will it work? There's the Hecarim ulti coming in, going right onto Jinx. Positioning is actually alright, but a lot of damage onto the rest of the members. Jinx getting exhausted, so damage output not really enough, and that is going to be a pretty clean fight on the side of a Bronze 5 Life, and they're just going to take up that turn in the game with that one.
Yeah, Bronze 5 style facing that 50-second death timers. This is GG for them. Very impressive. That last team fight, it turns out that the Hecarim engage is exactly what they wanted that last team fight.
Yeah, very, very strong engagement, and that will be GG.
Bronze 5 Life taking this to the finals. GG.
GG.
Great game.
Yeah, really good and close game. Definitely have to agree with that. I mean, quite the game that we just saw. A lot of inhibs down on that one.
Yeah, definitely. Very back and forth. 46 second death timers. 46 second. What am I talking about, dude? 46 minutes. 46 minute game. Sorry, I got a little tongue tied, but we will be bringing you guys the next game. It will be a best of 3 Bronze 5 Life and the victor of the Victorious versus Motivation game. Stay tuned for that. Thank you guys for watching.
Mickey on the track.
Baby, won't you come my way? Got something I want to say. Can I keep you on my way? But first off, I'ma start by saying this. All headshots, if you think you can take my bitch. And I'm too turned when I shoot, swear I won't miss. Baby, won't you come my way? Baby, won't you come my way? Baby, this is something you should know. I don't ever chase no hoes. Spotted you had that glow. Watch me pull out all this dough. Take you where you want to go. Flexing on your ex, I know. He ain't never take you out. Barely even left your house. How dare that nigga run his mouth when his pocket's in a drought? The last single he put out didn't even make it out. And he dumb as hell, and I swear his ass don't blink. And he disrespect 2 shots and I won't blink. Never really care what the fuck these niggas think. I got deep swear my shit's on sync. Ay, and he mad as fuck, big zoo up all she sing. Ay, and he mad as fuck, big zoo up in her dreams. Ay, and he mad as fuck when they sex, she scream for me. Ay, big zoo up, but these niggas should be. Ay, baby, won't you come my way? Got something I want to say. Can I keep you on my bed? But first off, I'ma start by saying this. Ay, all hands shots if you think you can take my bitch. Ay, and I'm too tough when I shoot, swear I won't miss. Ay, baby, won't you come my way? Baby, won't you come my way?
All I gotta do is put my mind to this shit.
Goddamn.
Cancel out my ex, I put a line through that bitch. I like all my S's with 2 lines through them shits. Everybody tryna fuck you, but I'm fine with that shit. I never mind, girl, that's just you. I know you work hard for your shit. You know they gon' hate, just don't play no part in that shit. They should call me James, cause I'm going hard in this bitch. We're just so much smarter than them. Maybe I just needed you around me. Drank a lot tonight, I know. She can drive your car and you can roll. Take you where you wanna go. First off, I'ma start by saying this. Goddamn, goddamn.
Baby, won't you come my way? Got something I want to say. Can I keep you on my bed? But first off, I'ma start by saying this. Ay, all hands shots if you think you can take my bitch. Ay, and I'm too tough when I shoot, swear I won't miss. Ay, baby, won't you come my way? Baby, won't you come my way? We getting thrown. 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 I slow, puffin' on that cushy, never hydro. Ride slow, rear view mirror, check the 5-0. We get thrown, we get thrown, we get thrown, we get thrown. Well, if it isn't Mr. Fresh, nigga.
Okay, hello.
Hello, everyone. We're getting into this next game very soon. I'm just telling them to start when they are ready.
And, yeah.
Seeing that the lobby chat, they're arguing over their summoner icons.
Each team. Oh, who is it? Actually pretty funny, showing the BM right there.
Yeah, definite BM.
Are you guys ready? They need to start this up.
All right, they'll be starting up this very soon. The host has to start this right now. Looks like he will be doing that right now.
And here we go. Champ select for the final series of the day. Bronze 5 style versus no, who is it?
It's
Gaming. So it'll be pretty interesting to see this one as we start off with a Diana ban for Bronze 5. Not quite sure who that is directed at, but an interesting ban nonetheless.
And probably just a call out from one of the players inside of Bronze 5 style. They have made it all the way to the finals, so they don't have too much to build off of for the other team since the last match was an upset. But on Victoria's side, they're going to ban that Vayne.
There's that Vayne ban trying to deny the viewers what they want, and Grog is also banned. So just trying to get them top tier junglers out of the way.
Yeah, Gragas ban, pretty classic, very powerful jungle.
I would not be surprised to see a Hecarim ban right here, unless they do have something prepared for it. Fizz also banned, yeah. Buttertub's Fizz was quite impressive last game.
Yeah, he got a lot of
down.
early advantages, and by the end of the game, I mean, you can't really blame the Jinx in that last game with that terrible positioning, but Buttertub taking advantage of her separating from the team, and at the very end getting a very, very nice fish onto a Janna, I believe. So just smart pickups. Kalista ban, that's very classic right now. Kalista still a power pick, even with the recent nerfs too.
Yeah, very strong pickup, and looks like they're gonna leave that Hecarim open, deciding rather to go for the Rex side ban. So possible first pick on the side of Bronze 5, the Shaco hover with the BM. Once again, they did this earlier, and the Shaco pick in the finals. Get hyped, guys! It's happening.
Wow, the Shaco pick. That, I mean, now we gotta decide on if it's jungle or if it's gonna be top, man. That's the question. Most likely jungle, though. Alright, partner just got out of the call again. I'm guessing probably some minor internet issues. I'll get him back in the call very soon. Yeah, I'm calling him on Skype, but it's not working. Ah, there we go. Okay, for sure.
Okay.
So, who is this actually pulling some Caitlyn bans earlier in this tournament?
Yeah, actually, defaulting back to that Caitlyn once the Vayne is banned out. So interesting, and that's actually the first Alistar we've seen all day. So not going to be a Nautilus support, possibly a jungle pickup. As already summoners at the moment.
I'm guessing the top lane Nautilus most likely because there's plenty of picks to counter the Shaco. They don't have to pick up that jungle yet. They already know it is a Shaco.
And Hufflepuff's deciding on who to pick, and looks like he's actually going to dodge. No, he's going to pick Thresh. Go to that champion, showing a pretty diverse champion pool in the bot lane.
He's actually gonna dodge.
It's like his team is probably trolling him right now. It's just a solo queue game. As you know.
He may dodge. Somebody on Bronze 5 Live may dodge because of this Shaco pick. We don't know yet, but it's probably not choreographed yet. They have a strong bot lane, I'll say that. They have a very strong bot lane, but Victorious, a lot of power picks. There's a lot open here.
Motivations, by the way. And,
motivation? Oh, yeah, motivation.
Yeah.
They upset.
And Shyvana, very strong champion, actually. Pretty notorious on these last few patches with the Devourer coming in because of her high on-hit damage. So, pretty terrifying jungle pickup on the side of motivation. So, see how they respond. Buttertub possibly going for that Yasuo. An interesting one to say the least.
Maybe that Devour Zillion, though. I've been getting a lot of messages from a certain somebody telling me about the strength of Devour Zillion, but
Yo, mic volume. Raise it if possible.
Does he sound like he's whispering?
Am I whispering, guys? Can you hear me correctly? How? No, I'm sounding alright. Okay,
Like,
I'm sounding alright. I did
compared,
check the stream, so we're doing fine.
Compared to...
Oh my gosh, so, Bronze 5 Life really giving the crowd what they want, with Brand Mid actually picked up and Shaco Jungle to pair that. So pretty much as unconventional as it gets.
Yeah, I mean, they still get the meta. They get the meta Maokai. That's good. They got that. That's the only tank, though. So, we'll see. They have Alistar. Motivation has Alistar. They have Nautilus. They just have the 3 tanks. And the mid lane pick is anything. They can do anything they want now. This has actually been a very good trend within the last games that we've been casting, where Red Side leaves the last pick for mid, just to counter pick.
Just to get that counter pick. Very clean draft being executed in this tournament so far, and Ari would be a pretty smart pickup. Got that gap closers. Get onto that brand in the laning phase, so yeah, I mean, pretty interesting draft from both these sides. I mean, definitely a little bit more interesting from the side of Bronze 5 style with that Shaco brand, unexpected synergy.
Yeah, I mean, the pick ban, or the ban phase specifically, really set up motivations to get all these power picks. They took away the Notorious Vayne for who is this, so he has to go back to Caitlyn right now.
Mm-hmm.
It's not as powerful as the Vayne, of course, but it is a good pick just for the range. So,
And we'll see how this Alistar does too. I mean, you know, with how highly contested he usually is in competitive games, it's very interesting to only see him in the finals. But now that we finally do see him, we'll see if he can be played convincingly.
yeah, that is a very
And,
interesting
we're gonna do
statistic.
this one more time tonight, guys. So, of course, you know, we are extremely sorry. The casters today, I am ES Vivek. Alongside me is ES Atlas, and you can check us out at our Twitch page. Twitch is
Twitch.
the third match going on. Okay, yeah, twitch.tv/extremely sorry. We will be streaming later tonight, so come check that out if you enjoy our content and our voices and whatnot. And yeah, any other social media plugs you want to say, Atlas?
I'm going to say, everyone, just check out the social media links below the stream. There's the Facebook, Twitter, and YouTube. Just check us out. There's also the website where you can sign up for this tournament for yourself if this is your first time stopping by. We definitely appreciate you guys staying here, and all of you guys who have stayed here from the very beginning of the stream. We definitely appreciate it. Once again, I do apologize for slight computer crash. The computer crash earlier, but we're back up on it. We're going to finish up these games for tonight. It's looking good. Honestly, these game comps.
Looking good. I mean, looking interesting.
Yeah, I mean.
Shaco, let's see how that one comes through. Pretty much standard play from all the teams so far, but then when it gets into finals, people deciding to mix it up a bit. So.
Yeah, I mean, I'm going to have to, as much as I like Bronze 5 style and their play style, I'm going to have to give the team comp advantage towards Motivation, as they have a lot of potent picks. That Shyvana is going to be very, very scary, especially to the Caitlyn. They don't have much disengage. We'll just have to see. We'll just have to see what the kind of team fights that happen. But yeah. regardless, we're gonna have some great matches ahead of us. This is a best of 3. This match is a best of 3. So there's a possible 2 matches ahead of this. But what's expected is the number 1 seed, Bronze 5 style, versus Motivation S, which is the 6th place seed. So it's a little bit different, but also the ELO rankings are for Bronze 5 style. They're a little bit higher ranking, but Motivation have shown that they're capable of getting to finals and that they're gonna pull out the power picks. We'll see how this game goes. We get in a loading screen.
Yeah, and I mean, Bronze 5 style definitely the expected victor in this series. The Motivation's the underdog going into this game, but I mean, with how this draft turned out, it's pretty hard really to give this one over to Bronze 5 style. I mean, there's a reason why these picks become meta, and Shaco and Brand aren't really there right now. So.
Oh, wow. Okay, so I'm hearing in the chat right now that Victorious in the 3rd place match has forfeit the games to Team Teddy Bears. Team Teddy Bears automatically get their 3rd place matches. Probably some internal issues between the teams causing them to forfeit. But there's our 3rd place. Now we have to, we got to decide on our 1st and 2nd now. We'll see who makes it out. But yeah, definitely congratulations to Team Teddy Bears. They put up a great fight last game, but just couldn't make it in the very end.
Yeah, and we'll see who is this. We'll see if he can get into melee range with Caitlyn. A bit more difficult than with the Vayne, but
he ain't gotta do him like that, man. He's got an extra 100 range to stay safe with, but he also has
a little fun here, guys. No bad feelings towards who is this.
No, of course, it's all
commenting on the happenings of the last few games that we've been spectating, and And I think the flavor of the day really has just been exhaust in the bot lane. I mean, we have not seen a single ignite taken from any support, despite we've seen a Nautilus, Alistar, Thresh. I mean, so many people that you would expect to have massive kill potential, but nobody opting into the aggressive summoner.
Yeah, definitely not. But would you like to start off?
Yeah, so let's start off with the introduction, guys. On the side of Motivation, spawning in the red side of the map, we have Overpowered Anne and I Shit and Giggle in the bot lane. We have Symphony in the jungle, uh, Christic in the top lane, and Raggedy Ann in the mid.
And on the blue side, the number 1 seed, Bronze 5 style, Shaco in the jungle, Humo playing that champion. We have Huffalumps as support, Thresh. Who is this? On the Caitlyn instead of the Vayne this game, Buttertub in the mid brand, and Bloodbath and Beyond with that classic Maokai top lane. Yeah, this is pretty hyphy. Honestly, it's pretty hyphy. This is
Pretty crazy, the outcome of this draft.
yeah.
I mean,
You see both level 1s. There's a lot of wards being put down. Excuse my grammar. Uh, just to keep vision.
They're trying to identify the starting positions
Yep.
of the jungle. Bronze 5 life is. Bronze 5 life is. And yeah, so they're just going to see that Shyvana. They're going to see where he starts. We could possibly be seeing a cheese from this Humu's Shaco, because they do have that warded up. He does have the ability to start red buff and nearly instantly take it out. So looks like they're going to respond to that actually by a buff start for Shyvana. So pretty interesting reaction from the side of Motivations.
Yeah, definitely. I'm definitely looking for a early invade by Shaco, but honestly, the Shaco versus Shyvana, there's not much that Shaco can do versus her. If she has her W up, she will get away almost instantly. It's very easy for her to do that. So that's a possibility. I guess he's just going to go for his Wolf Camp, just do a normal clear. We'll see if he goes for mid lane ganks or top lane ganks. But that is actually a top lane Nautilus and support Alistar. They are pooling a lot of resources into the mid and ADC here.
Mm-hmm.
We'll see Alistar in the bot lane, a little bit chunked out from that level 1 scrap before laning phase began.
Yeah, with the jungle monsters, and like Caitlyn having that natural lane dominance and the ability to push the wave as they hit level 2 early.
Yep, definitely a possibility. Level 2 power spike though, getting that hook on an Alistar and that flay. Oh my god.
The headbutt actually into tower range right there, forcing the flash out of Huffalump. So a nice little summoner lead in the bot lane here.
Yeah, that was a great turnaround.
Oh, and there's a Shaco gank top. Shield is going to be used on Nautilus. Red buff is applied, so the slow is down. There's the Shiv slow. Oh, and then Ignite is going to pick that one up. Great first blood, and the Shaco pick showing its worth right now.
Yeah, definitely pulling it off. He actually pulled off a gank. You know, it's the Shaco pick is hit or miss, and a flash binding onto the top lane, but then Shaco gets under tower.
Going way too deep right now under this turret, and it looks like are they going to be able to clean it up on this Maokai? Shyvana taking a lot of damage, but a 2-for-1 trade. And Motivation's happy to pick that one up. And there's a kill in the bot lane, too. Wow. Exhaust is going to be dropped on the Thresh, but, I mean, not much they can get there. But, I mean, who is this? Been quite the playmaker all day, and now showing the ability to take them down. So Motivation's looking pretty confident right now in punishing this unexpected draft from Bronze 5 style.
Yeah, definitely. Thresh looking for that hook. Thank you. Is the whisper mic still there, really? I don't believe it. I do not believe it. Here, talk, dude.
What's up, man? Can you guys hear me? Is everything...
Dude, like, I'm looking at the mic volume, and it's, like, it's totally...
Alright, wait.
Yeah, check for yourself.
Okay, I'm just lower than you are.
Okay, here, I'll just make mine a little lower.
And I'll raise mine up just a bit.
Yeah, do that.
I'm probably just
Do
sitting
that.
far away, honestly. So, okay, guys, I'm sorry about that. We're gonna get
Okay.
back and take this game seriously.
Alright, I tried to neutralize the mic volume. We apologize, guys. First time casting
Sorry
actual
about
tournament,
that.
so this will all be tuned up.
By next week, and as we look at
Oh,
this game, we
who
have
is this?
kill.
Flash! She flash queued for the kill bot, and Shaco just he's at
Coming in right now, and
coming
there's
in.
the flash from Alistar. So
They're pulling it back.
yeah, they're coming, making it work after going 0-1 in that lane, and actually a kill onto the Maokai right now. A lot of CC to work with in that Nautilus lane, so it's like he's gonna hit level 6. Didn't even need to use ultimate right there. So
Interesting though, you see this 1K gold lead building up for motivations.
Yeah.
We'll see if they can hold on to this for the entire game, because there's a reason that they're the 6th place seed. We'll just have to see what weaknesses that they show going into the mid game here. But I mean, this Bronze 5 style, they've been showing up in those late team fights. That's where they really shine, because they drafted champions that may fall off a little bit in that 30-minute mark, but they always come back at that 40-minute mark.
Yeah.
Even if they don't have the 5th dragon, but they do always prioritize that Baron effectively. Okay, now he can't hear anything. Always prioritize.
I can't.
Nah, nigga, I can hear everything.
But
my bad, dude. I just had to check the volumes.
oh, you can't hear me. What the fuck? What the fuck? Hello, guys. Hello.
I just had to check the volume. Nah, dude, I can hear you, dude.
Raise the volume on me, maybe.
I can't raise it any higher. I literally put it to the very top.
Yay, refresh page, guys. Am I audible? Am I fine now?
Yeah,
yes,
no, you're totally fine, dude.
So,
yeah.
Let's continue to cast this game as we see the charm hit in the mid lane. Shyvana's gonna pop ulti, exhaust. It's gonna be dropped, and
oh boy,
that is Brand in a nutshell, right there.
I mean, think about that though. They were both full HP, and the Brand damage his ultimate passed through them 5 times or so. So he does some damage, but the whole problem with Brand right now is that his mobility is next to none, really.
As we see a triple
I just saw that, and then
Brand, definitely trying to recover their pretty crippling death right there. Shaco ganking bot lane. He's gonna come in stealth, gonna drop ignite onto the Corki, and the flash pull is actually gonna take him out immediately.
Wow.
Are they gonna be able to return? The Caitlyn Q does not kill because of the exhaust, and that is a very, very sad Shaco.
Yeah, that's unfortunate, but this is why people have to prioritize this Alistar. He's just such a powerful pick in this meta, especially versus any bot lane, honestly.
Yeah, I mean, he's really just the one-stop shop for all the CC you need in the bot lane right now. So really good for them to pick that up, and Motivation's just punishing this unconventional draft right now and doing it quite convincingly.
Yeah, definitely. The Shaco pick, it has to snowball as hard as possible. Or else it's not going to be that useful. There is, certain times in the very late parts of the game where he may be able to do, like 1,000 damage with his crits. Yeah. But that is it. If he can't kill somebody with that, he's over. So we'll see if he can pull off anything else. But right now, the Shaco pick has not convinced me.
Not coming through very much. I mean, it does open up some split push options later in this game, but I mean, will he be able to split push against this Shyvana, who now is 2 levels up and a total of 15 farm in the jungle? So
yeah, she's just been power farming and actually getting a few ganks on the side as well, picking up that chilling smite. That definitely helps her out, getting those ganks. The Shyvana with it's actually very smart that she picked up chilling smite, because she she already has exhaust, and that's what skirmishers would do. You don't want to double exhaust somebody. One exhaust is enough. So the power in Shyvana really does come with. Oh, looks like Shyvana looks to start this dragon.
On the dragons, they really want to prioritize this right now with the Devourer, trying to get the big amount of stacks.
Yeah, definitely. If she can get this, that's a very important thing. That's 5 stacks.
Wow, yeah, huge pickup actually for motivations right there. Scuttler into dragon, so a large amount of stacks going to help that Shyvana get to the Sated and hit a really nice item timing with it.
Yeah, she's going to get one. If she continues at this pace, she's going to have it 16 minutes, most likely. She's already at 17 stacks.
Yeah.
It's very impressive for her. She has no other jungle camps to farm right now, so she's probably looking mid lane. Brand push up very far.
Very far, and with no flash on him right now, too. The vulnerability is quite real. We're going to see if Ahri's popping ult. Will the charm hit? Charm does miss, but with no escapes on Brand, I mean, not much he can do in that situation.
Yeah, he has no wards either for the side lanes. That was a completely blind gank. Or blind. He was blind. He was blind.
Yeah, not much he could have done there. No wards around the map, so...
Yeah, hook in the bottom lane. Oh, yeah, hook in the bottom lane doesn't really translate to much. Bot lane's down levels right now. Corki's actually 3-1. I didn't actually notice that, but...
Quite strong. He's going to be hitting a very nice item timing. And this side for motivations, this draft that they've decided to go with is very item timing dependent with this Corki and Shyvana. And with how the game's been going so far, it looks like they're going to be getting those items in a very timely manner. So
yeah,
really
definitely
for their strategy.
They're going to be getting those items earlier than expected. I can guarantee that. Shyvana...
Shaco trying to gank mid right now. He's just going to get immediately charmed and not find what he wants. His Brand Q also misses alongside that ability.
That's definitely a possible kill if Brand would have landed that extra the Seer, his Q to get that stun. But you see a solo kill in the top lane. Maokai kills Nautilus, but he needs to get the hell out of top lane. Actually, he's already done.
Shyvana's just going to ulti in, and it's going to be another free kill for this Shyvana. Even quicker Devour, 20 stacks at 12 minutes right now, and looking pretty much like a monster this game.
Yeah, definitely. And the bot lane putting a lot of pressure onto who is this, but it's not really translating into advantages because he is down in CS.
Oh wow, Corki is down in CS actually. Who is this showing his wonderful CSing mechanics?
Buttertub, I need to
solo kill.
Yeah, I'm gonna rewind and check this out real quick because that definitely should not be happening. Raggedy Ann. Wow.
Just hits his Q into the CC chain.
That was definitely a fault by Ahri. She definitely didn't
have to die right there. She did have it, so
it just probably wasn't expecting that Brand damage. I never count Brand out. He does do a great amount of damage. It's just the lack of mobility. That's why most people don't pick him up right now. But regardless, we'll just see if they can do anything about the Shyvana. She is going to be very scary when she hits that Devour.
And with all the CC paired along with her with this Alistar and Nautilus, I mean, she's basically going to have free reign in these team fights. So it'll be quite the terror as we see a bot lane scrap go heavily in the favor of motivations. The hook is going to go onto Alistar, but Ultimate will get him out of there. Caitlyn ulti going to be just completely negated. Alistar.
Yeah, about 5 damage ultimate right there. When it should be doing 370. But that's why Alistar is so powerful. That ultimate is just so strong. So strong.
He's able to get him out in that situation. We see the pings going down and where the wards are for the Shyvana. And another Scuttler crab picked up, so we're looking at 3 stacks right now until she completes that item, and that's going to be very scary for Bronze 5 style to deal with. Shaco is 2 levels behind also.
Yep, it's looking a little scary. straight from laning phase. I mean, it hasn't even hit 15 minutes yet, and there's already 13 kills on the board. This has been a very chaotic early game from both sides, with Motivation coming out with the lead so far. Very impressive coming from the 6th seed into this match. If they could defeat Bronze 5 Life, that would be very miraculous.
Yeah, quite the upset. Most definitely. As we see Shaco kicking it in the mid lane right now, looking for a possible gank on this Ari, but with Summoner and Ultimate up, will most likely not work, as she actually positions forward immediately 2 ulti stacks. And the third one is going to get her out of there, so not finding what they want right there. No Summoners even, so it'll be a bot turret for Motivation. It's increasing this gold lead.
Yeah, definitely. There's top turret down and bot turret down. They're up. They're up 2 turrets. Yeah, 2 turrets, 5k gold. Dragon up in 20 seconds. Maybe a dragon fight from there, but Shyvana has Sated Devourer. She has Sated Devourer at 16 minutes.
This is that power spike that we were talking about. Corki completes Triforce and Shyvana finishes Sated.
And Bork.
This dragon is coming up. And Bork too.
And Bork.
Very big power spike.
Buttertop has to be afraid of that. He cannot be anywhere near that.
And with that exhaust up, nearly any target that this Shyvana chooses will be taken out. So going to be really up to her to get the big damage in these teamfights as she walks down for this Caitlyn, but a little bit of a misposition actually. Good sidestep on the hook there. Keep her alive. Oh, she goes right into Brand, going to exhaust him. Brand can't take the lantern in. 1 Q and he is done. Bork active still up, going to be on the Caitlyn. There's the Alvastar headbutt as Maokai gets killed on his way to the fight. And there's another kill for Motivation, just really snowballing his early game, and Nautilus getting a little bit weak.
Yeah,
but very tanky. Will the dragon finish him off? No, it will not. Very close.
Oh boy, very, very close. Yeah, but because of that, it's just gonna be another free dragon. Shyvana doesn't need it anymore. She already has the sated, but yeah,
Shaco not
Shaco pick. It's just not much to say.
If we don't want to facepalm right now, guys, it's pretty hard with Brand and Shaco being picked.
Here, I'll look at the upsides right here. Brand is up in CS, okay?
Yeah.
Up in CS mid. He got a solo kill on that Ari earlier.
Yeah.
But it's just everyone on Bronze 5 Life. It looks like they're just not coordinated right now.
Yeah.
The drafting session, it's just very questionable.
Very quick. And I mean, if we look at this Shaco's build too, as we see Shyvana jumping onto the mid lane.
Oh, wow.
Definitely not respecting that Brand damage, as she had no exhaust right there. But I mean, as we were talking about though, this Shaco, it looks like he has Zerker Greaves too.
He has Zerker Greaves? Okay. Alright.
So he is definitely going to be easy to kill in these team fights without Merc Treads. And Alistar actually going to roam mid and just abuse that Brand mobility. Not much he can do right there.
Yes.
Die.
No summoner spells, no way out for Brand. But I see Caitlyn pushing up this tier 2. Alistar and Ari tag teaming it up mid, but you can't catch Shaco usually. But wow, who is this? Actually getting 1v1 by this Corki very quickly. She'll be safe. Thresh hook.
Will not be enough, so. Who is this going to make it alive? Is Alistar getting bloodthirsty right now, looking for that Caitlyn kill? He sees it. He's got his eyes locked in. Will he flash? And no, he will not. No flash up, so opportunity to secure that kill as the blue buff is handed off to Ari. The charm is going to hit Maokai. Yes, Fade was banned in this series, so who is this going to default to that Caitlyn, as we were discussing earlier? We actually see an Infinity Edge second onto this Corki. A little bit unconventional. We usually see some early Sork boots once try is completed into a Bork for the higher DPS. And Thresh is going to get jumped on right here. Pulverize used on the ground.
Yeah,
Side grind.
the rest of the team wasn't ready for that. But Raggedy Ann coming around, just throwing out some skill shots, not really
Oh,
hitting
Thresh
anybody.
actually going to walk melee range again, but gonna not get hit by the hook. And Ari going to use that second ult stack into the wall. Third one going to be used to get out.
Oh, wow.
There is...
Flashes away, and the charm. Backwards with Raggedy Ann. Looks like she might get taken out, but clutch facing the mountain by Alistar here. Overpowered and very, very
really
smart.
nice by him, actually.
This is incredible what's happening. Abyssal Scepter top lane for the Nautilus. Okay, I was expecting maybe Aroa or something, but he goes with the Abyssal.
I mean, not the worst choice. Shyvana obviously going to be outputting a lot of magic damage, and so will that Ari. So. I mean, even Corki too, so a lot of utility will be coming out of that item, and also doubles as a defensive one, so
yeah,
pretty good item pickup on Nautilus.
I mean, especially when your team is this far ahead, and you've been just power farming top lane.
5-16 is the score right now. It's definitely not a shutout yet, but it's getting there. As the gold lead hits around 7K, and they start the siege up mid with that Corki. Actually, they decide to head bottom lane instead of sieging mid with Triforce. So
they're going to try to put some pressure on this Nautilus right here.
Yeah, Nautilus looks like he's going to have to either die or maybe go for the 1v1. Decided to do the ultimate on Maokai. And the hook.
Or those Zerker Greaves, though.
Thresh trying to wait for the flash, but Shyvana.
Oh, wow.
3. Will it be enough?
Wow.
A lot of damage from Shyvana. And, yeah. That's why you banned that.
Yeah, that's Say to Devour Shyvana. She has a double proc of the Bork and double proc on her Q. So she's literally auto-attacking with Bork 4 times in a row with one auto-attack.
Like a quarter of a second, so a lot of burst coming out of that. And we see her building right into a Randuin and some Merc Tread, so hitting a very nice mid-game. With those items, starting to get some tank stats. And Ari also able to put some pressure down the mid lane too with Chalice, nearly unlimited mana, so very helpful for her. Corki waiting in the wings right now, looking for that Falcon. Ari Charm is going to hit, and that is going to be a lot of damage on the Brand. Not the smartest flash. And there comes the Shaco. Can he get the return kill?
Is he just going to... Oh! And he picks up the kills.
But he will die for that, so... Not a free play, but a play nonetheless.
Yeah, he made it. He made it. See the viewers shot up to 27. Thank you, everyone who's coming back in here.
In this finals game, man, people learning about the Shaco being picked. And
yeah.
How it's doing. Not doing the best at the moment, but Ravenous almost completed, so hype can be real.
He's also got his Zerker Graves noted. The triple Dorans in the mid lane is still there. He's probably just saving those for a time when he really needs it.
Yeah, I mean, he's nearly at 2.5k HP, so the triple D ring showing his strength with all the HP stats. And,
another Dragon, though, it's actually going to be absolutely free.
Yeah, basically as free as it gets right there. And I mean, the movement speed buff on Shyvana is very, very key because she has no dashes, right? So.
Yeah, but she's sitting at about, let me see, 415 without her W on.
Yeah. And I mean, with W, that will shoot up to 521. So pretty hard to get away from the Shyvana right now. Chilling Smite is going to be adding even more movement speed on top of that. So the terror has only just begun for Bronze 5 style right now.
Yeah, definitely just begun. But, I mean, you see some of these perfect scores start to falter. The Corki was 6-1, but he's given up a kill since then. We'll see if any of these other big kill troughs are going to get knocked out. And, you know, that killing spree go down as he in the mid lane.
Jumped on again. Is it going to be enough
damage?
Oh! Will he get the double kill with passive? It's not going to be enough, but
definitely not.
Loon's Echo and third dragon movement speed. really coming through right there. But
Yeah.
wow.
Yeah, I
Brand
mean,
making us eat our words.
yeah, Bran with one item right now. He's selling one of his Dorans. What is he gonna get?
Get an LR right there. Yeah, so we
Yeah.
pick up the large rod, and they're gonna get mid turret too. So a slight swing back in the favor of Bronze 5 style, but still quite the deficit ahead of them to climb their way out of.
Yeah, definitely. It's not a shutout as you were saying earlier. There's definitely potential for Bronze 5 style to come back in this. It's just going to be it's not going to be a clean win like we're all expecting. It's going to be if this match gets to 40, 45 minutes, he's going to have to be split pushing or something like that because their team fight is next to 0.
You're talking about
Bronze 5 style.
Bronze 5 left. Yeah, I mean with the Shaco pick, you basically forfeit the team fight option, and with Shyvana on the side of motivations, it really makes you wonder how they can claw their way back in because objective control and the ability to force objectives is just so heavily in the favor of motivations, just naturally from how draft ended up turning out. So
Yeah, definitely.
quite the task for them to come back if they do end up doing so.
Yeah, I'm looking at motivation right now, and I'm thinking that they should be pushing their advantage right now. They have a very large advantage.
Baron buff, actually, we see the pink ward go down on it from the support, and Shyvana with that sated Devourer Bork going to do a lot of damage to that objective. We see Thresh getting a little bit curious about that pink. He's going to kill that ward.
Yeah, Buttertub sitting around. Caitlyn ulti going on that Ahri actually lands, but not too much damage at the moment.
They're actually posturing very aggressively here. Do they want to fight this? There's a headbutt onto a pretty unfavorable target.
And it looks like the engage isn't going to be what we thought it was.
Both teams pretty reluctant to engage in any meaningful way as we see Ahri looking for the charm angle, not going to hit.
Yeah, they want to fight right here. They realize that they have the advantage and that they should be going for this.
Shaco going to get ulted by Nolus. Not sure if that is actually going to reveal him. Alistar going to get hooked. Will the headbutt pull come down?
Oh,
it's
boy.
Just going to be a pulverize. He's still waiting on that one. Wow, and a lot of Maokai damage going to take out Porky in the backline.
Yeah, Buttertub getting
also
hit up. Oh my.
In the choke is actually going to rip apart.
Great flash hook. Great.
And who is this going forward on Caitlyn? Was it a bad decision? We have yet to see. And, yeah, quite a convincing fight right there.
Yeah, great team fight.
Style.
That was a great team fight from Bronze 5 style. They made it a little less worth with that, but still a good team fight showing that they have that capability.
And Thresh has his passive stacked up right here, so is he going to face check the charm?
Oh!
He is, but the passive also
Oh!
The minions, Wraith Camp, Honor Wraith Camp, already getting pretty confused in all chat. Thresh is having a good laugh on that one.
Yeah, the Ahri Foxfire, I believe, hit the Wraith Camp there, and that caused it to aggro onto Ahri, giving that kill over. But the Buttertub, he's coming back. And they actually, they got the kill troughs. I told you, they had a lot of kills. If they took out the Ahri and they took out the Shyvana, they would get 500 gold from those 2 kills. So that's 1,000 gold back onto the side of Bronze 5 Life. They're definitely coming back. The gold lead is only near 6,000 right now. It was a good 8,000, 9,000 earlier. But what they really have to focus on now is that dragon, because the closer... about 35 seconds for this next dragon. The closer that gets to, they gotta demonstrate their team fight ability once again.
And when 4th dragon goes down, I mean, Shyvana will nearly 100 to 0 this Baron. So, you know, a lot of Baron potential gonna be up for motivations if they can secure this dragon. But with that last team fight, you know, you might see motivations a little bit more hesitant to fight right here. Thresh gonna eat a charm, but Shyvana looking pretty scared.
Oh, Maokai going on to that.
It's going to go onto her.
Oh, boy.
The CC combo. It's actually not going to hit. Shaco pretty deep.
Oh!
One shot's Ahri, but he doesn't get it. Charm is going to finish her off. Corki with the safe positioning in the backline, doing a lot of damage with the Brand ulti. is really huge. And Corky with
Oh my!
right in the auto. That looks pretty bad, but Christic, very good decision with split push here. Gonna pick up that bot turret. It's like Bronze 5 style, gonna respond with mid turret.
Okay. I see how they're making it back in here. There's a lot of misplays that I keep forgetting their team name. Yeah, motivations that they're putting out. Like that was a definite misplay right there. You cannot Valk in with Corky. That was your only escape tool, and you use it to go straight in. But you see TP for Dragon Pit.
Coming in Ari off the wings right now. Brand though waiting for the Q, completely misses the Q. What looks like it doesn't matter. Ari getting very low. Will Dragon take her out? Looks
Raggedy
like
Ant
Sling is gonna get her. And Nautilus gonna get stunned up. And big damage coming from that Brand at the moment.
Yeah, not much else though. They're still trying to get this dragon, but it looks like they're just gonna give this up again. 4th dragon for them. But can they?
Shyvana just gonna get jumped on. Not the best positioning from this game.
What?
Corky, another Valkyrie in, but this one actually not that bad. Gonna pick up a few kills. Brand damage. The overtime is gonna take out Corky, and some beautiful plays from this Brand so far.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, that's
they're back. They're back, guys. They're back. This was looking pretty bleak for Bronze 5 style, but they pulled it back. They just need to focus on this next dragon because that is going to be 5th dragon for them. This has been a problem that I've seen in the past with Bronze 5 style is that they don't prioritize these dragons. I mean, with the exception of last game, they did have the dragon advantage the entire game, but regardless, this game, they're definitely dropping the ball with that pressure. And we'll see if they can get the Baron.
I think for motivations, especially, like they really need to somehow find a way to get this Baron because with 4th dragon down, if they give that Shyvana like 10-15 seconds on that Baron, it's gonna go down. So really need to find their window of opportunity to go for that because Corky obviously the inferior scaling ADC in this situation and Brand doing quite a bit of work in these team fights. So if they want to come through with this win cleanly, excuse me, Baron definitely seems like the way to go for that.
Yeah, definitely. It's looking like a much closer game than expected. The #1 seed, Bronze 5 life. Hufflepuff's throwing on that hook. It's so difficult. I can't blame him for that, but you know the Shyvana 550 move speed.
This could be the Baron pick that Bronze 5 life was looking for. Flay in a very awkward angle, and the hook is gonna land. Brand does a lot of percentage health damage to the Nautilus, taking quite a bit. But there's the ulti, and Brand actually just gonna get heavily focused right here. Corky, not the cleanest positioning. Shaco just gonna shot him. Ari also getting who is this off the side. And this could be the Baron that we were talking about for motivations.
Yeah, I mean, I believe you were talking about the Baron for Bronze 5 life, but that pick completely turned around for motivation.
Yeah.
They're going to take everything from them and get this Baron.
That's a very big swing. And I actually didn't get to see the Ari right there, but able to one-shot that Caitlyn and make her be completely useless in that fight, so really clean. I mean, we'll see if Humu can get this smite.
I believe, dude. I believe right here, dude. He's gonna get it.
Shaco, we better be willing to steal a Baron, but like he's not gonna be able to. It's gonna be the Baron in a 7K gold lead now for motivation.
Oh man, this is how finals work, guys. You got to bring out those unconventional picks, and if it doesn't work out, then oh boy. You got some uphill battles on your hands.
Yeah, ahead of them right now, and I don't know. I mean, the team fights have been very strange this game, going in both teams' favor at different times. So
yeah, definitely. But the Baron
really
pickup
come down to that execution.
Yeah, I mean, this Baron pickup is gonna last for a bit. They're gonna have it for the next team fights. It looks like Bronze 5 style are going to be looking for them also. They just have to be very cautious. They are up in turrets, but that's not going to directly translate into a one team fight. They have to play this correctly, like the earlier team fights, or else they're just gonna get steamrolled like they did just right then for that Baron.
We see a double Aegis pickup actually on the side of motivations, a little bit miscoordinated with the build orders, unless that is actually going to be a banner command for pushing, then it would be quite intelligent. And the first righteous glory of the day, hallelujah. Praise you, Overpowered Ann, for picking that item up. Very strong in a team situation.
Oh yeah, he's the first person to pick a very, very meta support and build meta items.
A meta item. I mean, quite impressive. Props to him for pulling that one out.
I mean, I definitely won't take it away from the Braum earlier that built the Frozen Heart and Warmog. That's still a viable build, but not the most cost-effective, I must say. Oh man, with a lot of magic resist being picked up by oh,
and here we see the TP coming in from the back. The flank is gonna come down, and oh no, Shaco already dead, but already also gonna go down pretty early. Brand decently safe in this team fight, but who is this? Trying to go melee range with Caitlyn, making it happen. It's completely unstoppable at this point in the game. That's
gonna be
swing.
That it will be a free inhibitor for them. Possibly even more. This is 20-second death timers, and they have Baron empowered minions. This is looking like the game, actually. Yep, that's it. All right, well, this is the upset right here. Motivation picking up their first win against the #1 seed for this tournament.
GG.
Amazing plays. Very amazing plays.
Will increase my mic volume?
I can't. It's like at the very highest. I can't.
Should I switch mics? Like, is it bad? How bad is it?
No, it's not that bad, dude. I think it's like good because I made my mic volume to yours.
Yeah, I'm listening to the stream and I'm sounding quite low.
You're low. Okay, I'll just make mine lower then. What about like to game volume?
Actually, it's sounding all right. I just gotta sit forward a bit as we get into this game too. Give Vivek a invite. Yeah, I mean, where are you? Yo, did you get out of that game?
Yes.
Okay, let me. Yeah, okay, it's sounding a little bit better now. I just needed to speak up a little bit. Sorry about the abysmal audio quality, guys. This is our first time casting in this venue, and we're having a little bit of the growing pains coming through, but
it said lobby is full.
Lobby is full. I was in the team position. Yeah, there you go.
Oh, okay. All right. Well, thank you guys for sticking around. That was an incredible game one. Motivation picking up that first win. Definite upset. They're just upsetting everyone today, really.
Yeah, I mean, Motivations, they're on a hot streak right now, feeling pretty confident after getting that 2-0 the last game. Or not the 2-0, the victory on Victorious Esports, so feeling pretty good about that.
You can't try to argue with us in the chat, man. This is definitely... I mean, okay, if you're coming from our perspective where we only have numbers to see, with Bronze 5 Star, we followed them for 3 games now. They have been... we've studied them, we've seen their weaknesses and everything else, but they are showing to be a strong team. But Motivation, really pulling it up at this point. It's just impressing me what they have been able to do. But honestly, think about it, though. It might be because of drafting phase. That was a pretty
abysmal draft.
Yeah,
I definitely have to agree with that. And we just have to wait here a second. There's some bathroom breaks from the players.
Yep, definitely. I'm going to take a bite of this dinner I have right here. I'm just going to...
Jay Rudy back up in the chat.
That's my homie. He lives he lives very close to me. What's up, Jay Rudy, dude? Oh, yeah, in the meantime, I'm gonna get some tunes up.
Yeah, get that going. Gonna mute our mics, guys. We will be talking when Champ Select starts. See you then. And yeah.
My bad. I have that mic muted. Yo, can you hear me?
Yes, I can. So, as we see the bans go through, we'll just run them down real quick. We see a Vayne ban against Who Is This? Very popular in this tournament. Alistar also. Snipe pick away from not Raggedy and Overpowered Dan.
Cool little fun fact that just popped up in the chat. Bronze 5 Star has never won a tournament that they have been playing. The Reverie eSports tournaments, they have not won one yet. But they have reached the finals, I believe, a few times.
Yeah.
So.
And yeah, so we see that first pick Gragas on the side of Ahumu, going for a little bit less of a troll in the jungle. Shaco, not the best champion.
Yeah, definitely not the best champion.
And yeah, so the stepping it up when it matters. Willing to take this to a game 3 and happy to do so. Also going to lock in that Janna, so possibly more of a hyper carry in the bot lane coming through. Janna being very good at keeping people alive.
Yeah, she always one of my favorite supports. She provides so much utility. The Symphony taking away that Maokai last game.
Yeah.
Good to see that. Exactly what you were talking about. Really good to see that Gragas picked up, not as troll as before. We'll just see if they can match it up with a semi-decent mid laner as well. The brand pickup, I never doubted, but it definitely has a lot of flaws that don't really cover up his strengths.
Yeah, and there's the Ashe cover. We've been seeing quite a bit of Ashe actually today so far, so it wouldn't be.
That would be so good if they picked these two champions up right now.
Yeah, and that would be a really good ball lane right there. The first time Sivir has been picked all day too, so you know. Motivation's really playing into the ethos of the casters today and picking what we want. Really like the Nautilus. We'll see if they decide to flex that back into the top lane. So,
Overpowered is definitely going to be playing that support. They already have the Maokai pick for the top lane. But regardless, let's see what they can respond with. Tristan would be a great pick against Sivir.
Yeah. Sivir, I mean, the problem with that lane, though, is Tristan's E is very choreographed, so really easy to spell shield for Sivir. So, I mean, trade's probably going to go in the favor of motivations, but good tower pushing potential, and the Vladimir just top off their team fight.
Yeah, definitely.
Very nice.
That's a definite downside. That's why Tristana is picked into a Kalista matchup so many times. She just destroys her at damage with that. Vladimir pickup for the mid or top, it is a flex pick. I'd like to see it mid. Buttertub, very powerful mid laner. He knows what he's doing, but I think you just have to give him good champions to do things with, because he has great game knowledge. It's just translating that into a win usually doesn't come with champions that have a 50 or 48 and lower percent win rate.
Yeah, basically. And the Vi hover right now, pretty interesting pick given that Tristana and Janna have been picked, so it looks like it's not going to be that. Sejuani would actually be quite interesting to see.
Haven't seen her in a bit.
Strong. Yeah, I haven't seen her picked all day long. Elise also very strong in the current meta. A lot of bans been put on that in high elo solo queue. And it looks like Ari and Elise are going to be picked. So a lot of pick potential from the side of motivations. A lot of single target, really good point and click. So
yeah, they're bringing it out. They're definitely bringing out the power picks once again for this second game in the best of 3.
When Fiora being hovered, probably not going to be seeing that, but would be interesting. You never know. With Bronze 5 style, they always like to surprise us.
Yeah, they appeal to the masses, but you can't always do that if you're trying to get the wins. That's what you can mostly blame for last game, the Shaco and the brand pickup. They didn't really do what they were supposed to in the early game, and that translated.
And there it is, the surprise again from Buttertub, showing us what he's got in his champ pool. Now it's going to be Barrier, Mid, Galio. Possible counter pick to Ari with that one. So really interesting draft once again from Bronze 5 style. We'll see if it'll pay off for him this time as we head into this game.
I'm really liking these drafts. I mean, the Galio, definitely an oddball pick, but man, once again, I have to give the draft over to Motivation. Yeah. Sorry, guys. I keep forgetting their name. I still got to get used to these teams, but Motivation, I have to give the points over to Motivation. Their draft has been very good these last games, and even faced with some possibly scary first picks, or scary jungle picks that could snowball the early game. They're not afraid, and they actually powered through that. So we'll see what they can do with this. They have a great early mid comp that does do a significant amount in the late game, but on the other side, you have the Vladimir and you have the Tristana. Those are very scary versus low mobility people like Elise and Maokai and Nautilus. So we'll see what they can do.
Yeah, and I mean, if you look at the team fight, I would imagine that it would favor Motions with this draft. I mean, Nautilus support, Maokai top, a lot of real big front line, and Elise and the Ari just to single out any of the targets. So a lot of damage and CC on the side of Motions, and really not too much CC actually on the side of Bronze 5 style. I mean, they have the Gragas body slam and the Galio ult, but besides that, Janna only going to be adding disengage, and Vladimir also not going to be adding anything. So
most of what I see right now is they're acting as a big ball of blubber. You feel it's just a big squishy ball that they are expecting to get hit with. They're expecting to get engaged upon by the Maokai, the Nautilus, the Ari. They're going to be engaged upon, but what they're going to have to do to win is re-engage from their engage. They're going to have to take the damage in, soak it up a little bit, and have something to answer back with the Vladimir. Vladimir notoriously very weak early game, but he does scale like a train, dude. He is a monster with items.
And the thing about Vladimir, though, is without CC to set him up, he does have quite a bit of trouble getting onto target. So it'll be a little bit difficult for the Bronze 5 style to execute these fights, but nothing is impossible like we've seen. I mean, nearly a comeback last game with the Shaco jungle brand mid, so anything can happen in this series. And goodbye, Jay Rudy. GG.
GG. Yeah. Thanks for stopping by, man. And I will. I definitely hit you up tomorrow, bro. I said I would kick it with you today, but I gotta do this, buddy.
I got a task some great games, and what great games that they have been. I mean, interesting all day long, and especially last game in particular. Let's just hope that this game also is as good as what we saw.
Yeah, definitely hoping for a another strong, a close game, I guess, because
Yeah.
most of the games that we've seen today have been very close or an absolute stomp like last game. They did get a little comeback from some great team fighting, but in the end, their drafting phase could not hold up at their skill level. So coming to this loading screen here, he's champions that they picked. Very strong. Righty Ann on that Ari again. What a great pick.
Scary Ari last game. We'll see if she decides to go with that same build. Ended up going for actually a Chalice first. First Chalice that we've seen all day actually in the mid lane. So, pretty interesting itemization. Would be definitely a good choice this game given the AP mid, top, and jungle. So, early magic resist would work out.
Definitely. If you're getting at this game here, you want to call off the...
once I get into game. Yeah, so here we go, guys. Could possibly be the last game of the tournament as we have on the side of Motivations. Playing on the blue side, we have Symphony in the jungle, Christic in the top lane, Overpowered and as support. I Shit and Giggle as ADC, and Raggedy and in the mid lane. I'm not sure if I missed anybody, but yeah.
I believe that was everybody, but on the opposing side, you have Bronze 5 style, who are down a game right now, but in the jungle, there's Humo, Asgragas, Bloodbath and Beyond top lane, Huffalumps as support, and Who Is This as the ADC, and Buttertub in the mid lane, with the Galio pick, which definitely caught my eyes. But, he is a person that does that. He definitely wants to pull out the different picks. Not going to necessarily give him the benefit of a power pick, because he has played a lot stronger mid lanes in the past.
It's Galio or the brand. Definitely strange that they decided to bring out these picks so late in the tournament, but really believing in the power of the off meta. And we've seen Galio a few times here and there, some games in Europe, some top lane, but why it's strong is really a very strange thing. I mean, he's very good at stacking magic resist. Yes, that is true, but he is a melee mid laner with relatively low damage, so we'll see if they can make it work.
Is he melee? I don't think he's melee.
Actually.
Really?
Yeah, so that's why he's so strange to be picked.
Oh. Interesting, okay. Well, I mean, we learn something new every day, my bad. I don't know about that, but Bloodbath and Beyond just having that little invade here. Looks like he's actually going to stop this Maokai. He knows this is going to happen, most likely.
Wow. Starting with that Cheddar block at the Wolf camp. As these wolves get low, let's see if he can actually steal one away. Get it with the auto attacks.
Oh, boy.
Speed advantage up. He can steal the other one. No, he will not. Looks like we actually have a little scuffle right here for this wolf. Let's see how long this engagement ends up lasting. Both of them. He's like, he's just going to back. Will Christic decide to follow it? Wolf is going to off his back. So, Wolf
boy.
MVP in this trade.
And they both get pretty even XP from that. They both get one wolf there, but Bloodbath and Beyond going to be the first to win here, even with Maokai TPing. So, and good invade by Bloodbath and Beyond.
Yeah. It's going to be a 1 minion advantage in the top lane, so pretty good start for him, but negligible as the game moves forward. And we actually see a Boots 4-pot start in the top lane. Who is this getting jumped on really early? That's that Sivir Nautilus showing its kill potential. Yeah, I mean, a lot of damage onto that Tristana.
Oh yeah. My bad. Who is this? Definitely took a pretty fat chunk. Overpowered on. Very happy to soak up some of that damage. He's got plenty of pots to regen that back up.
Yeah, and that will be a potion advantage now in the bot lane for the Sivir.
Oh, okay,
As
I
we
got
see
the...
Galio actually also taking a nice little CS advantage. Is Vladimir going to get jumped on in the top lane? There's Pool. Will he flash out? Will flash at the end of Pool? There's the
Oh.
Cocoon. Gonna clean that up. And Elise, very ban-worthy nowadays, actually. Great. I'm trying to undermine play, okay, guys? Great play, good gank, just perfect execution. But, I mean, to leave this Elise open is very, very sketchy thing to do. And Motion's going to pick that one up and get a gank off with it, so very nice by them.
Yeah, it was a great flash just to get that Cocoon and the first blood pickup. That's going to put her pretty far ahead with the gold. We'll just see what else she can do with this Elise pick. Looks like setting up this mid lane really well. If IDN can get the charm.
To gank a Galio, though, with his shield, so see if she decides to actually come in on just soaking some XP. Mid lane, but yeah, I mean, the thing about Elise is that since we haven't seen her in so long, and she's only recently been buffed, it's not really set in stone what you build on her yet, so it'll be quite interesting to see if he decides to go Cinderhulk or Runeglaive, both very viable options, or even the Medjai's first, which I've seen.
It looks like she's going to come straight back top.
No summoners on this Vladimir. Cocoon did miss, but she is going to jump on him. Pool is still up. Twisted Advance not going to be in range, and there's the Pool. As we see, Groggy's actually going to gank bot lane. Sivir getting jumped on, flash body slam onto her. She's going to go down. And who is this? Taking a lot of damage from the Nautilus and the minion wave.
Yeah, I'm going to get that shield from Janna. Nice and safe. With great gank by Gragas just to return from that Elise pressure top. Maokai going back up on this Vladimir. He might take a ton of damage now, and there's actually a sapling up there. Doesn't actually get him.
Sapling gonna get him. It's actually running for it. Probably just gonna explode and not get any damage, but the even lanes across the board so far. Just the junglers upsetting the balance.
Yep. And then Buttertub, they're both
Yeah, so pretty much pillow fights with the auto attacks right now.
I never knew Galio was melee. That's crazy.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
Use the last bit of her mana to charm a minion rather than use it to push a minion wave, so pretty sad right there for her. Symphony's gonna walk up. There's the repel. Cocoon is gonna hit. No mana for the shield means that Galio is gonna have to pop air here.
Interesting choice as a summoner.
Didn't have to do that, I would say, with Janna roaming in, but better safe than sorry.
There's always the potential of a flash from enemy mid laner to finish up that kill, but I guess it's more worth to burn barrier than it is to burn flash, definitely.
Yeah, definitely, most definitely so. He'll take what he can in that situation. And we see a Ranger's Trailblazer on his Gragas rather than the Chilling Smite that we saw earlier today. A challenging Smite actually onto Elise, and also it looks like it will be the Runeglaive. So,
Runeglaive Elise.
Damage-heavy option. It's a pretty smart decision in my opinion with the Maokai and Nautilus as a front line. They will be quite tanky.
Yeah, they have the tankiness to back up all the damage. What I'm interested to see is what she's going to be building after the Runeglaive, because people have been flexing this around. Most people have gone for an early Haunting guys into either Abyssal or a Void Staff just to make that damage very, very potent. But she's going to be sitting in this top bush, no ward. Vladimir doesn't even know.
Twisted Advance, the Sapling. Going to get the slow right there. Ulti actually going to be popped. Is he going to try to turn this around? Okay, there's the Cocoon. Used it actually a bit early. She going to flash for the Q? No, she won't.
Yeah, it was a very early Cocoon. If she had just waited 0.5 seconds, then she would have landed that, and that would have resulted in a very easy kill, but doesn't get it.
Oh, mine. Is this actually a Static Shiv first Tristana going back to Season 4, possibly? Now, let's not get too ahead of ourselves. This could just be an early Avarice Blade trying to power up, but, this is one of those champions that we've seen this before, and would definitely be unconventional, to say the least, to see it again.
I mean, the fact that she already built Avarice means that she will be building Static eventually.
Yeah.
May not be first item, but I definitely do not like Static on Tristana right now. It's too low crit chance.
Low DPS also.
Very low DPS, but You gotta trust that they know what they're doing, I guess.
Yeah. As we see, actually, Grog is here counter jungling.
Right next to her.
Yeah, right next to her, not even knowing how close he is to her. So he's going to walk in to that red buff. He will actually lose this trade if it comes down to it. I believe Elise actually knew he was there, too, because of that pink ward. So not trying to push the issue.
Red buff more important than stopping.
Yeah.
The person, but it's back and forth in the top lane. This is, I mean, like many Maokai lanes, it's a very bully oriented towards Maokai. He can't really do much. He's a tree.
And especially since he, well, I guess he hasn't opted into any sub item yet, but would imagine that would be a righteous glory. And there's the flash from Janna, and all this hook is going to hit. There's the ulti, but Elise Cocoon is going to flash for the Q, will clean that up, and it's another great gank from Elise, 2-0 out the early game right now.
And she's really putting a lot of pressure down, just slightly more than the Gragas is.
Yeah, but Grog is very ahead in CS, so there's a nice little advantage that he has.
Well, yeah, definitely. Gragas can get a Cinder Hulk about the same time that Elise is going to get Runeblade right now.
Yeah, Elise just going to finish up that Runeblade. Gragas is going to be spotted on the ward, so no successful gank will be found in the mid lane. But, yeah, I mean, a lot of chip damage already on that bottom turret for Motion, so that Sivir wave clear coming through, and we've talked up this pick all day, and this is kind of what we've been talking about. With all that wave clear, I mean, you can just put so much pressure down on the opposing lane.
Yeah, I mean, with the Janna shield, though, they're not afraid to tank up the minions. Most likely, Tristana is just going to... I take that back, because Tristana cannot freeze waves at all.
Yeah, so she's probably going to want to push and back here. Let's see how much gold she's sitting on. Sitting on about 1,800, so we'll see if she decides to transition into that BF sword.
Yeah, we see in the top lane, though, Gragas is getting a little feisty. In the top lane, looks like he's going to go down.
That's a 3-0 Elise right now. A lot of gold going onto one target for Motions, but he's going to be spotted by that pig. Not going to find the gank he wants. And see what the Tristana decides to get right here. Yes, so it will be the Infinity Edge first, just going for the early Avarice, most likely because she had 800 gold instead of 875, but, you know, it's already paying off, I guess. I mean, she didn't get punished for it yet, so.
Yeah, she has not been taking the bad end of these early trades. It's very good for her to go even in this matchup. The Sivir can be very, very punishing.
Oh, we see another Elise gank top. She started off with the Q. There is the pull from Vladimir, and the Spider. Will it be enough? The red buff ticking.
Wow.
It'll be 10 HP on the Vladimir.
That's unfortunate math right there, but I definitely don't think that she would have been able to get that.
No,
the red buff
wave coming up, not much you can do with the Cocoon, so he's gonna have to give that up. And Ari just putting a lot of pressure on this mid lane.
And her ulti is down right now. I feel like Gragas is making the right move to come in here. He has no ulti as well, though, but
there's the charm. Gonna start that off. Flash body slam immediately. Here comes the TP. The Galliol, how much damage will it do? Actually, not that much. Ari walking in an interesting direction. Gonna start walking in another interesting direction.
Oh, and she gets her ulti up.
Her ulti back up. Nautilus also roaming in. He's going to flash over this wall and get the hook. Doesn't even need a flash. Ari not making the cleanest decision there. But a good 2-for-1 in the mid lane right there. Four Motions. And really showing us that the underdogs can win in this situation.
Yeah, definitely showing us exactly why they made that original upset in that victorious motivation series.
Yeah.
They get the upset there, and they're coming in here.
Oh, and Sivir actually died?
She died as well?
Replay this real quick, give you guys what happened. Yeah, so Sivir just basically got jumped on, got 1v1'd by Tristana, and she actually died because of some crits, so RNGesus blessing.
That's always an advantage of getting a very early Avarice Blade.
Yeah.
You get that RNGesus. It's like having a 1% crit chance, but
oh yeah. You just put your whole lane on the 1% crit. You gotta do sometimes, and works
Oh
out
boy.
for Tristana as we see Maokai jumping on Vladimir. I'm not quite sure if Maokai will win this, but he seems confident enough to go for the extended trade. Hemoplague
Wow.
is up very late on the
Oh
use of
no.
Oh, he misses the twisted advance, and
Ah.
EQ might do it here. There's the Q. Okay, gonna have to flash out, but
Yeah,
look at sloppy play from both of them.
Yeah, very close between them. It's cool to see that they're willing to do that, but the Maokai lost his tower because of it. A lot of top lane pressure from this Vladimir.
Yeah. And,
I can't. Man, it's just crazy that they actually got that kill bot lane. That's so difficult to do on Sivir Nautilus, especially. Yes. But who is this very, very strong laner? I cannot stress this enough.
Really
just
confident ADC player in general, so been a big factor for this team since the beginning of the tournament. And yeah, I mean, with this dragon up, we'll see if I guess it's been up, but as we see Vladimir walking to it here, so looks like with the TP down for Maokai, probably going to be a free dragon for the side of Bronze.
Yeah, definitely. Unless
Bronze 5 style. And yeah, there's going to be the engagement bot lanes. Janna going to focus the Nautilus.
Wow.
He's going to die immediately. And Maokai actually going to start the walk. I would like to see him pressure mid right here instead of go for that drag. Very good decision.
Yeah, you could definitely get the tower because of the mid pressure.
Yeah, is quite chunked. Galio going to respond to that. No, actually he doesn't want to. Maokai walking in. So looks like they do want to contest this 4v5. Very strange decision, but with no Janna ulti, this could be a possibility. There's the Sivir ulti pop. Galio does hit all three members, actually.
Wow.
So very big Galio. And Maokai very tanky in the middle of this team, and Sivir is in a very precarious position. Is nobody going to die in this team fight? That's the question. Janna in another strange position, actually. The shield for Galio. And then
is Galio going to get them?
Oh, okay. That was close. Oh, and actually a dive happening bot lane, but who is this going to eat a charm as he goes into melee range with Maokai? And, ooh, the Ahri going to hit both procs.
Oh,
so
man.
Just being a monster in this mid game. We really need to see that mid turret go down, though.
Yeah, they definitely have to take that out. Nautilus.
Full health right now, waiting for that shield to go down.
Yeah, Nautilus has had enough time to get ganked and walk all the way back after that dragon fight, but looks like Grog's in a body slam.
Charm the body slam halfway, actually, gonna save her on that one. Sivir walking mid to put pressure on the mid turret, so.
Yeah, you got
good decisions. Runeglaive gonna be chunking that bot turret as we see.
Oh, what?
On the Janna, Ahri also very, very low in this situation. Symphony needs to get out of there. Nobody gonna die. And, yeah, we've seen Infinity Edge completed for Sivir. Tristana also picking her own up.
Oh, boy. Ryan, picking that up.
A charm.
I saw that coming, though. Yeah, she had enough mana for that to continue to happen.
Yeah.
Just not as much HP as she
There's the mid turret also going down for motion, so opening up the map quite nicely for some possible roams as we see Maokai walking in.
Yeah, that's the first.
And actually a Rod of Ages going on for Maokai, so people just not feeling the righteous in ranked 5s too, might I add. I mean, you would think of it as nearly an essential item on maybe even 2 or 3 members of a team, but only been built once today, all of today in the broadcasting games that we've had. So.
Oh, who is this jumping on the mid, taking her out?
Actually pick that up, and will he be able to get out? He is quite weak. Galio shield will save him in that situation.
Wow.
Wow.
That was a very close, close matchup. But Ahri blowing her ulti to not really get much there. I mean, I never count Buttertub out. He picks these weird picks, but he does good with them usually.
Yeah, really big Galio ultis this game. So, been great for him so far on that pickup, and we actually have a 1.3k gold lead for the side of Motions, but still a very close game for both these teams, and very realistic that either of them can win it. So.
Definitely we gotta.
Ari's gonna go pick up that blue buff.
Oh my goodness! It looks like Elise is gonna be going for a Rylai's Crystal Scepter.
Highlights, very strong item on her, I must say. So great choice. And she's gonna find the Vladimir, hit the cocoon, and there's gonna be a lot of burst damage. And there's the challenging smite, a little late with the repel.
Wow.
That right there is why you have to manage. And a little bit overboard with the bus on her, so Symphony just gonna use that for the free low and pick up that kill.
5-0 before 20 minutes. She's
Yeah.
the driving force for motivations.
Little fun fact about Elise too. Actually, she went from the top 10 worst win rates in jungle to the top 10 best win rates in jungle in a matter of about a week or two. So, quite a strong pick to say the least.
Oh, definitely less than a week or two, man.
Yeah, it was
Definitely
very rapid. the
barely overnight, I would say. But I always say this about champions like Elise or Lee Sin. It's just tiny number changes that would make or break the champion.
Yeah.
So they did it to her, and I think she's gonna be pulling out some bans in the near future.
Most definitely. I mean, it's good for a Symphony to feel confident. As you see, he has a skin on that champion too, so probably. Well, I guess most of us have that skin on that champion, but definitely feeling confident on that Elise. So good for him to pull that out in this tournament, making it work in the possible last game of the tourney so far.
Yeah, I always have been giving the credit to Motivations with their draft here. It's just been seamless, but this game, their play in the bot lane has kind of proven me otherwise. The Sivir has been knocked out by Who's This, but who can really blame him? He's versus Who Is This?
Yeah.
He is
one of the strongest bottom lane laners in the whole tournament so far. And, yeah, quite impressive play from him.
Definitely.
And with this Dragon coming up in 30 seconds and the Sword Boots and a Rylai's completed onto this Elise, we'll see if they decide to force this fight.
Humu throwing in the body slam, doesn't hit anybody.
Mid turret nearly going down here, and there's Tristanic going to get hooked into a charm. And
Oh.
is going melee range once again with Nautilus. And then there's the Galio. Remembers, and that is going to be a lot of damage. But will they be able to clean it up? Vladimir going to come in and just clean all that up. And wow, this Galio pick is really making it work right now. As this Grog is going a bit deep. Twisted Advance, though, will not be enough. And yeah, Buttertub
is
making it
happen, definitely. Who is this time and time again? Getting some problems with positioning these past few games, but his team is always there to pick him back up with some great pickups.
You know who he reminds me of, guys? Who Is This is actually OQ, okay? This is OQ on a Smurf. This is OQ Smurf that we're actually watching, and he just decided to come in
and
play an amateur tournament to show us all how to jump into the middle of a fight on Tristanic. So, pretty interesting.
It's showing us the semi-professional positioning to play as an ADC, but that last initiation, they killed the Elise and got that gold back for their team. They're actually ahead in gold now, despite the kill discrepancy.
Oh, Groggy's trying to steal that one barrel, not going to find what he wants.
Very close.
Yeah, that's going to be a very nice pickup at 22 minutes to get that scaling.
Yeah, Motivation's getting that Dragon neutralized for the team. Buttertub going for that Abyssal. I guess Tier 1 Galio ulti is terrible, and Tier 2 Galio ulti is very good. Because that's been a ton of damage just popping out. This ulti. I definitely like to see the damage graph after this game.
Actually does 800 damage, so that's pretty good. An AoE ultimate.
800 damage, wow.
800 if best case scenario. So.
80% bonus damage.
But it is a taunt, so you're nearly most of the time going to be getting that 80%. Or not, you probably won't be getting 80, but I mean, pretty high bonus damage if you get 1 or 2 members in there. And we see a very long engagement in the top lane, one of the longest we've seen yet. And taking a lot of damage from that Roa on Maokai, but
Yeah, looks
no
like
Righteous
Maokai's...
Glory, is he going to be able to turn it around, at least repelling at probably the worst possible time, and Vladimir going to be able to turn this one around.
Oh, man. That was
But
very
Galio
close.
Roman, and this could be a big double for Buttertub. A little cocky with that, tried to pick one up. And just
Ultimate just absolutely takes out the 100 HP at least.
Yeah, and we see another Magi's onto this Janna. So
And this one's a little earlier though. I like to see that.
yeah, this was actually after the Spell Thief upgrade, so pretty high priority placed on that item. But I mean, this gold lead's only 100 right now, at 24 minutes, so very, very close game. Still really anybody's game at this point in time. But
Yeah, looks like a blue buff scrap here. Who's gonna get it? That is the question. Doesn't look
it's
like...
reset twice now, so...
Ah, man. They just don't want to give up. You want your blue buff? You can't have it. But looks... Oh, it has reset for a third time.
One more time. Gonna go back to full health, and this has been about a 30-second fight for this blue buff, and they're gonna pull it out once again. And it's gonna reset again. At least it's gonna cocoon it to stop that from happening.
And Gragas gets it.
Will actually steal it. So they're gonna start the Vladimir split bot, and with no Righteous Glory on this Maokai, they really are gonna have to wait for that to start engaging. And since it's actually never gonna be built, it's gonna be quite a long wait.
Yeah, it's... I mean, okay. I really need to talk to Who Is This after this game, because every game that he has a champion that like this, the Last Whisper second item is just blowing me away right now. I really don't know what the
It can't be a misclick at this point, right? Like, there's no way that you misclick it 3 games in a row. So this is very conscious, this decision.
Yeah.
And,
he's in the shop. He's looking at that. He's got 2,300 gold.
I mean, he's been in that same build, or that same position of that build, like, multiple times now, where he's sitting on an Avarice and then a Last Whisper Infinity Edge. Like, I don't know. I mean, Tristana does have a auto attack steroid, but I don't know if it really warrants that build.
Yeah, I mean, if it's questionable on Vayne, it's questionable on any champion, really.
Basically.
Yeah, but Bloodbath and Beyond finally getting a little CS lead over this Maokai. He's actually been in the opposite side of the lane matchup, really. I guess Maokai does have some things in his kit that allow him to be pretty oppressive in lane, but he hits a point where he does no damage anymore, and Vladimir does. So, with the Vladimir passive giving him HP for AP, correct?
HP for AP, yeah, and vice versa too. So any HP item will be giving him AP also, but the statistic much better for the AP to health ratio than it is for the ladder. So looks like they're going to group in the mid lane right now. Both teams possibly looking for an engagement. I mean, with Buttertub, up right now, with this Abyssal Scepter too, he's such a threat. These team fights, his flash is up, so expect the big Galio ultimate to be coming out. The name of that ability is Idol of Duran, so definitely not going to be calling it by its name. And it's probably why we never hear it. We actually see a Locket picked up, or not a Locket, an Aegis picked up for this Elise, so pretty interesting as we see Nautilus finally get that Righteous Glory started. Going to get a lot of engagement options to this Motions lineup because of that Maokai.
True.
Looks
Gold.
like both teams pretty happy just to push up their side waves until this next dragon spawns, and expect to see a big engagement here at this next dragon.
Yeah, I would be guessing that as well, but Who Is This on the top lane? Just going to clean up this wave. He's made the Avarice Blade more than gold efficient. 800 gold for the item.
It's actually paid for itself at that point, so...
Yeah.
The early Avarice Blade, really interesting. Cocoon gonna miss, and Scuttlecrab gonna go over to Bronze 5 life.
Yeah, that's
Is
cool.
it
I've
Bronze
never.
5 style or life?
It's style. It's style.
Style, okay. So, yeah, Bronze 5 style, and because I have Vladimir positioning on the outside right here. We'll see if they decide to Righteous Glory pop into him, but...
Oh, Gragas!
And there we
Wow!
see a flash body slam, but he's going to get immediately focused out. Gragas
Wow.
going to go down nearly immediately, and... Oh, and Buttertub not finding the ultimate that he actually wants. The Aegis reducing a lot of damage for him, and that Gragas throw is pretty real. As we see
that was
it's getting some decent safe positioning off of the side.
Bloodbath and Beyond.
Triple kill for Symphony, and who is this going to get slowed up by that? Oh, and the jump into a very unexpected location. Shit and giggles trying to get the Caitlyn going, but nearly going to die to that too. Janna trying to get bloodthirsty. With
that is a 4-for-1 trade. Very smart.
Are you gonna die to the tornado? The Janna queuing it up, and Janna the god gonna take that one away. But Nautilus get some revenge for fallen homie. He's not gonna find it.
Yeah, it has been.
I mean, hey, so when we look at that fight right there, that is what happens. Well, I guess Gragas, yes, he did throw that fight very heavily, but I mean the Aegis negating a lot of damage from this Galio, and if he only hits 2 members, the damage is not too impressive, so...
Yeah, definitely. The damage looks a lot more amplified when you have your team in front of you doing and soaking up. Like I was saying in our waiting period, Bronze 5 Styles team comp is like a ball, squishy ball that they need to soak up as much damage as they can. They can't have Gragas flash body slam into the middle of the enemy team and just get instantly focused out. That's not what you have to do. You have to let them engage. You have to let them go. But Bronze 5 style going for the sneaky Baron.
Oh my gosh, are they actually starting in it?
They're gonna get this for free. They
very quickly, and wow, yeah, that's gonna be a free Baron. Gonna swing the gold back to about 100 deficit. And a big XP advantage now for the side of
that is a huge mistake. Very big mistake by Motivations, keeping no wards on that. But I mean, definitely giving the credit over to Bronze 5 style. They have a perfect setup of wards. It's just incredible how they didn't actually scout out that Baron. That's pretty hinge. That's pretty crazy.
Pretty quickly, so you know, not too much you can fault Motions for it, but still going to be quite a big power swing in the favor of Bronze 5 Life because of that. And an interesting decision for Motions to try and push that mid lane. Yeah, it looks like they're just going to be backing up after that.
Yeah, definitely. They're just going to group up in the mid lane. With this Baron, they're going to have to get a big advantage for their team. Probably will be the Dragon, which comes up in about a minute 30 or sooner. Let's see when that comes up.
If we look towards Galio's build, we actually see a Null Mage and a Health Crystal, so I believe that will be the Spirit Visage coming out from him. So a lot of MR on this Galio. Oh, and there's the Cocoon going to hit Buttertub, but not the best option to engage on, so they aren't going to go forward with that.
Yeah, at least only has 2 points in the Cocoon. It doesn't have the maximum 2 second. 2 second. Who won last game?
It was
Motivations.
Wait, Motivations? Oh my god! So I've been calling him Motions this whole game. My bad.
No, you've been saying.
I've been saying. Yeah,
Motivations. Okay. Yeah, you said Motivations a couple times. Yeah, but Motivations won last game. Quite an upset, actually, because they are the 6th seed team in this tournament versus the 1st seed, Bronze 5 style. So we'll see who is really.
Wow, and Umo actually looking for another engage option onto this Elise. And there's that big Idol of Duran that we were talking about, doing a lot of damage, but the AoE for Vladimir looking very favorable, already going quite ham, but the Galio shield, quite the cock block with that.
I like that.
Now we have quite a gold lead in the favor of Bronze 5's life.
Yeah, definitely looking at that. It's just wow.
Oh wow, it's Who Is This gets jumped on right there, and he's gonna go down. And with the Baron buff down now, these fights should be going a little bit more even. Still quite an XP advantage on the side of motivations, but very winnable game for both these teams still.
Yeah, definitely very winnable. That Baron just barely gave them the advantage. Looks like the charm hits, but not too much damage coming from that. Galio
Wow, he is healing
heals
a
up.
lot off those minions.
I have no clue what the fuck his abilities do. Okay,
20.
and now I know. Okay, interesting. Galio is melee, everyone, and his abilities do stuff.
He heals per hit? And it gives MR and magic resist? Okay. Or armor and magic resist? Guys, I had no idea what that shield did, but apparently auto attacks actually heal you. No, it's actually any tick of damage. So, yeah.
Galio's kit is one of the most interesting in the games.
Yeah, most definitely. And we see this dragon coming up in 30 seconds. This could be a big game decider, as magic resist is the flavor of the day for both these teams. How much AP had been stacked from draft. Now Kai getting a locket, so 2 lockets on the side of... Oh, and the charm, the cocoon is going to hit on the Gragas. Good poke damage before the fight starts.
Yeah.
The shield was on the wrong target right there from Galio, so not going to be getting the healing from it.
Yeah, I mean, the Gragas, he has to be the one soaking up damage, but he can't soak up...
Flash body slam. This is how they lost the last fight, and looks like it might lose it for him again. He's going to do the exact same thing and die immediately. And, looks like some very safe positioning for Who Is This, but he's going to get jumped on immediately, and with no jump on him, oh, the Janna ulti is going to save him for a second. But with Galio having no ulti, I mean, Gragas just rinsing and repeating the only fight that they've lost in the game, and losing the next only fight that they've lost in the game for the same exact reason. Very questionable. Yeah. There, Who Is This going to get jumped on? Huge Maokai heal in the auto attack. We'll see if they decide to go mid lane or the dragon, or even possibly both. Mid lane seems to be the call, and Inhib could possibly be taken down from this push.
Yeah, very possible. There's 2 points I want to bring up here. One, if you look at Nautilus's items right here, he has actually pleased you.
Oh, and he completed the Righteous Glory.
He completed the Righteous Glory. He's got that. And then the second point is, what the hell, Gragas? You are not the initiation. Your team does not initiate. You are a squishy, fat ball that doesn't do anything but soak up damage.
You would think, I mean, if you look at this game, right, the only team fight that, only 5v5 team fight that Bronze 5 Life has lost has been when Gragas flash body slams. He did the exact same thing, and they lost in the exact same manner. So if it happens again, it's going to be nearly comical at this point.
Yeah, definitely
comical. In 30 seconds. So, with the new update, Motivations actually does have the timer for that, so probably going to be a little bit more aware of that potential.
Yeah, definitely. They're going to know about it, but the question is if they're going to get vision for it, because they've been giving up a Baron for free when they are ahead, so we just got to see them pick up the warding. If they have more vision, they'll have more ability to pick these team
getting
fights.
A few wards in the area right there, also picking up the scuttle right before it spawns, so pretty smart play by them. And
it was a dance in the mid lane.
Wow, actually that Avarice has not even been completed yet.
Wow.
It's actually a different Avarice blade, because it's the same Avarice blade, my bad, but I mean, still very interesting. I mean, Static Shiv definitely one of the weakest ending items that I think you could get. Guardian Angel probably a lot better choice.
Yep, I'm guessing since it's already paid for itself, he will be selling that just to complete possibly BT and whatnot, because he already picked up the Phantom Dancer. No intentions to get Static Shiv. If you're going to go for another attack speed item, it would be just a second Phantom Dancer in my eyes. So that is going to be a sold item in the future, I believe.
We actually see Alacrity boots picked up for Vladimir. Pretty interesting choice to be made, but not really much to read into that. And yeah, I mean, the Spirit Visage still not completed for the Galio. Could possibly start swinging fights with that. Not quite sure the power spike that enables with that champion, as I do not see him very much. But yeah, we see a Chalice coming through for this Nautilus now. Going to be going into Crucible pretty early, so going to be good for that Galio ult if he can use it.
Yeah, definitely going to be a good part of that. But Galio going for what you were saying. I think it's actually going to be a Banshee's Veil,
Huh.
but.
And also, this Maokai still has TP, but doesn't TP. I mean, today we've seen not the most impressive teleport plays from these top laners. Not many people opting into the engagement options that it allows. And with somebody as relying on it as Maokai and not taking full effect of that, it makes you wonder a little bit what else he's going to use it for. But you see both teams here just posturing for this Baron.
Yeah, just the Baron dance. Don't want to accidentally give that for free.
Yeah.
Good thing that they're keeping eyes on that. Elise has a ton of MR now because of the Locket and an extra Negatron. I'm guessing that's going to go into Abyssal, most likely.
Yeah, most likely an Abyssal. I mean, you can also build a Guardian Angel out of it, but fourth item, that would be a little bit strange. And the Cocoon is going to hit right onto Buttertub. They're going to decide to actually engage off of that. I don't know about this choice. Buttertub looking for it, but will he find it? He actually only is... Oh, he's going to hit 3 with it. Pretty good right there. Who is this? Going to get jumped on, going right in on Sibberin. He is going to get focused out right after that, it looks like, but not enough damage put onto him. And wow, those crits are starting to really do some damage.
Yeah, that BT pickup, that's when a lot of this goes down the drain.
Yeah.
Oh.
Oh, and he actually misses the terrain right there, so probably going to be a second Baron. Yeah, the ping's going on to Baron. We'll see if they can do it right here. Ahri has ultimate. It's a 61-second cooldown. It's halfway up, so they've got about 30 seconds left on that ultimate, and they have not started the Baron up. TP also is up on Maokai, so it'll be really up to Raggedy. Raggedy
Ann, yeah, definitely.
Do something here. She's kind of waiting for that ultimate, as you see Baron ticking down, getting a little bit low. Vladimir with some good zoning. She might want to walk around right here. Is she gonna go for it? They don't actually have any wards in the pit, so it is going to be a free Baron. Oh, and she's actually gonna go in for who is this, and get completely juked out. Gonna die for that, and
that's a pretty major swing towards Bronze 5 style. They were looking for that the entire game in the second. Wow, okay. It actually went into a Ghost Blade.
That's a Ghost Blade last item? Okay, very, very interesting choice. And this really puts the game on a knife's edge for Bronze 5 style, because who is this is going to have to position impeccably for this build to come through its full potential. And I mean, you know, he's been quite the player all day, but there have been moments where his positioning has come under question, and this is not the time that you want this to be an opportunity for the other team. I mean, this could be the last game in the whole tournament, so very, very confident decision he's making. And with this fourth dragon going down for motivations, that opens up another win condition at around the 48-minute mark.
Yeah, definitely a very close game. If oh boy, they have 4 dragons. We'll see. We'll see if they're capable of getting that 5th dragon. We saw in the 2 games ago, I believe, where the 5th dragon was up, but they traded for Baron, and that actually translated into the win for them. But Baron is down now, and the only thing that they have to get is outer turrets. Both teams are even on turrets right now.
With this Baron buff ticking down too, it doesn't look like Bronze 5 style is really pressuring any turrets. Yeah, it looks like they're going to translate that pressure into the bot side. Instead of deciding to go for that mid lane, Sivir gonna back before this. We'll see if she gets a Negatron cloak. Would be quite a good pickup to build that into Guardian. Even a Banshee's Veil, like a Spectre's Cowl here, could be pretty effective. She does have 1500, so not gonna buy any items. Very weird. Actually, and a BF sword. A BF
yeah, a BF sword. Probably gonna be into that Mercurial Scimitar. But there's actually nothing on Bronze 5 style.
Take? Yeah, I mean, you can actually QSS the Galio ult, but if you're already in range for Galio, you're probably not in the best position, so...
Yeah, definitely it would require a lot of positioning mistakes.
I mean, if she were to just get a Spectre's Cowl right there, you would think, I mean, the cost efficiency of that item would be unbelievable. And, sorry, that's not going to be the case as we see Bronze 5 life.
Buttertub looking for that angle. He does have flash. He does have ulti. We'll see what he can do with those summoner spells.
And now that Baron buff is gone, the siege will be slightly weaker. We see Ragdian positioning on the outside, looking for a potential charm angle, it seems. As Bloodbath going to get caught under the turret, force the pool. He's going to be half health because of that. There's the Banshee Veil popped for Galio.
Yeah, that did turn into a Banshee's Veil as I expected. It's incredible.
Scream at this Sivir right now and just tell her to get a Spectre, I mean, if we look at the side of Bronze 5, it's so much AP damage. It seems nearly obvious to get that, but very confident in her positioning, it seems, alongside who is this? So, a lot of damage items in this game.
Yeah, I definitely agree with you about getting a Spectre's Cowl. She's basically at the cap. Anything that any item she builds from here on out should either be defensive or a Phantom Dancer in replace for that Static Shiv, because Static Shiv very not cost effective at this time in the game. It all depends on this dragon fight coming up very soon.
Yes, this is going to be a very big deciding factor, and it looks like Motivations is very aware of that too. Just playing very conservatively when they can, and just defending the siege where they see it. Maokai gonna back here. I mean, this guy has had teleport for a good 20 minutes. We'll see if he decides to sit in base right here. He's just gonna walk out once again. Not quite sure if he knows why Maokai is strong, but feels confident enough to pick that champion in general. So
there was definitely a ward right behind their team that would have given them a great flanking advantage, but
yeah,
I'm not playing right now. He's got a method to his madness, I must say.
And he does have quite a good score, so give him the benefit of the doubt with his playstyle. Still has that TP for this next dragon, possibly saving it until then. And with Dragon and Baron coming up at the same exact time, we might see a very interesting decision be made for both these teams. We'll see how this actually goes. Very tense moment for Bronze 5 life.
Yeah, very tense moment. We're nearly hitting that 50-minute mark for this game.
Yeah.
Boy. We'll see. There's a lot of pressure being put mid. Raggedy Ann still has no... Oh my goodness, she goes in for a bit of damage. Looks like Gragas is engaging.
This dies again after attempting to engage. Buttertub going in and taking a lot of damage. He is gonna
live.
Actually has 10 HP and a huge ultimate from Bloodbath and beyond. They're gonna have to disengage and the reset shall begin. Tristana gonna do her best to clean this one up. And yeah, I mean, Gragas trying his best to throw the game, but not really making it happen.
This team will not let him do that.
Dragon and Baron could both possibly be given over. Did Maokai just die? Wow, they did not kill him there. So looks like the call is mid. They actually probably are going to end the game right here.
Hey, I mean, that is 40-second death timers. There is a Sivir and a Maokai up. That is some short-range champions. It doesn't look like they'll be able to defend against this. And Tristana is such an incredible tower pusher.
Sivir Q is going to clear that wave. They got one more wave coming in. Now, this is an interesting situation. Do they fall back get the Dragon and Baron and make the safe call, or do they ping the Nexus turrets? Looks like the pings are back on the Dragon, but this could allow actually a Baron possibly for Team Motivations. We'll see if they
I don't believe so. So Ari's up in 12 seconds. It's not enough time for her to get to Baron with her team to start that. And
Sivir is gonna die, and that seems to be the game right there. It's gonna probably turn into a Baron and probably a mid push after that. So we'll see if Motivations can stall this one out even longer and stall out those next few buffs in front of them.
Yeah, they stopped the 5th Dragon from happening. That's a very...
Yeah, with the 2 members in the bot lane, too, that's going to be a free Baron for Bronze 5 style. Yep. Yeah, and Sivir's up 30 seconds. It's just going to be a matter of can they stop that split push. And you were correct, that is a Mercurial Scimitar. Last item on Sivir, so... And
the Tristana actually selling the Ghost Blade and getting the more cost-effective item for the late game.
Yeah.
But no defensive item on either ADC. They're going all in for their damage items, except for the Sivir. Still, she doesn't have money, the money to build the Phantom Dancer, but I would definitely want to see that if this game goes any further than 55 minutes.
Oh, and actually, wow, yeah, she sells boots right there. For the Tristana, that is. And pretty good decision. It's pretty typical move to make as a late game ADC. To sell boosts for Zephyr.
Yeah, I mean 374 move speed. It's if you saw what happened last team fight, they Tristana was just left completely free in the back.
Yeah, and that's been kind of the tale of most of these team fights so far. It's going to be a very interesting engage that Motivations is going to have to make. Wow, as we actually see 50 minutes into this game, this Ari does not have a death cap.
Yep.
And that is most certainly going to be the game. I mean, I don't know. Is the Sivir ulti actually going to be popped? There's the Maokai flank, the first one we've actually seen all game, and he's going to jump right.
Oh no!
And it looks like Maokai decided to watch a Marin replay from SKT. Put the game correctly. He's going to go onto Vladimir right there. Or he's going to pop that. Zonya's not actually going to defend the Vladimir ulti. And wow, it took Maokai a long time to get Google up right there and look up some Marin solo queue, but he actually found it out. And yeah, I mean, that's the power of Maokai in this current meta. I mean, you get the TP engaged, and the flanks are very, very strong. This could actually be an ended game. They play their cards right.
I highly doubt they end the game, but I do expect at least one inhib from this.
Yeah, I mean, we'll see if this Gragas decides to sit at the tower and defend. He will most certainly die if that is the case. Sivir actually waiting? Sivir waiting right now? Okay, he's going to walk up now. And actually, Maokai's still tanking it. Okay, he's going to get quite low from that.
Oh, wow, he actually... Yeah, he got very low from that. They're just going to take this inhib and leave.
Inhib and just back out. So, equalizing the game pretty slightly.
A
beautiful engagement by Maokai.
Yeah, that was great. That was very good. But what they're going to bring up with that engage and those kills is 5th Dragon, which will be coming up within 2 minutes. That's something they have to keep their eyes on because this is a very long game.
And what they need to do, definitely, is just have very intelligent wave control here. They're going to need to get somebody to push up that top side right before this dragon spawns so that they may safely go and contest it. I mean, this could be a very big moment for Motivations if they can get that objective.
Are backing right now.
So we finally see
the 52-minute... Oh, the Phantom Dancer?
And a death cap completed, so...
Finally completed for Ari. She probably got about 300 AP from that.
Yeah, that one item. 182, so basically a 4,000 gold just raised on the side of Motivations.
Yeah, I mean both ADCs they're at their only the power trough. They're at the power trough. So we'll see what else is gonna happen. I mean the Ari just hit her power trough and
Yeah, I mean, does she have a Sork pot right now? And yes, so they do have. They're going to this a bit early, I must say.
yeah, I mean it is still up in a minute, but I do agree with having the pressure here. There's nothing else on the map for them
The
to
game
go
is
for.
nearly going to rely on this, so this is very they
Oh,
putting very high priority on it, and Grog is trying to walk up and clear that as the.
is that the catch though?
Gosh, he's gonna go and pop the Sivir ulti.
The
And
Gragas.
the hook is on the Gragas. He is gonna get immediately focused out, and Vladimir with no pool. There's a big Galio ulti, all 5 members, and will it be enough? Vladimir is gonna immediately assassinate that
Oh
Sivir.
my.
Who
And
is also gonna go down in return, and
nah,
Sivir ended up living right there. Looks like
this is the game.
they are gonna walk up and end it. Oh, and Vladimir.
Oh, looks like wait, whoa, okay.
Interesting decision. Is this gonna be enough?
That is a lot of super minions. We'll see if he can do enough damage to the towers.
To the wire, folks.
Oh my god. Yep. It's 5 members versus. Alright, that is GG. Motivations are the winners of this tournament. Congratulations.
Congratulations to Motivations. Fantastic series that they played here in the finals.
Great upset. Great upset.
Out.
That was amazing. I
gotta give you, man. It took Malachi some time, but
he took him a while. It took him a while to get Google up. Yeah. Definitely. Oh wow, that was a.
See you guys, really good tournament, great games.
Yeah, thank you for watching. Apologize for the upset in the middle of the stream. I had a computer problem, but we got right back onto it. Finished up these games. An amazing tournament today.
Yeah,
what a great thing.
Games. Yeah. I mean, we've had some hiccups today. We've had some fun times, some interesting picks, interesting games, and it's gonna do it today for the League of Legends Open 3 at Reverie eSports. So thank you everybody for watching. I am of course ES Vivek alongside ES Atlas. We are extremely sorry, and right about now we are going to be ending this stream and turning on our own to play some ranked 5. So if any of you guys are interested in watching that, come check it out. It will be hosted on this channel, and yeah, thank you everybody for tuning in. Good night.
Yeah, good night everybody.